All right, hello and welcome to OSAS Season 2. I'm back again with Ian. How are you doing today, Ian?
I'm doing great. I love that I have the stream open on my other monitor and I got to watch you stood up when you started talking.
Yeah, I know. I was just chilling before, and then now I'm actually doing something important. So
Right, now
I'm
now
just
this
getting
guy's
up.
ready to cast.
Oh, you betcha. You bet that I'm ready to cast.
Yep, and we are getting right into the first game. We're loading it up immediately.
Yeah, Chevy Truck versus Challengers in Heart.
Wow. Dual wielding banger names today.
Yeah, true. We are dual wielding today.
Oh, it's Jackhammer Jesus. He's back
Oh,
and ready to
are you
play.
familiar with Jackhammer Jesus? Or are
I
you
am
just
familiar
like,
with Jackhammer Jesus
oh,
and
you
his
are?
game. He
Okay,
was here last week.
I thought you were just excited about like the second coming. Oh crap! Okay, they're
Well,
coming in
I'm
with
I'm
Baby
excited
Dad.
about the second coming. He's back. Jackhammer Jesus has graced my screen for a second time.
All right. Well, Challengers and Heart seem to maybe disagree on the ban because they ended up banning Juliet, but one of them wanted to ban Dubu. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Um, Night Market, we have an Estelle pickup, which is a little unusual. Zentaro's a pretty common pickup, and then we have Rasmus midfield
Right.
possibly on the other team. I don't know. These are fun
Yeah.
teams. These are a little unusual.
Erasmus Asher on Night Market sounds like it goes hard.
Uh, Yeah, it's Rasmus Asher forward. It looks like it's Catalyst start. All six
Hit the
players
catalyst
elected to
start.
start Catalyst.
Yeah, congratulations, team. We are energied up and ready to ball. Jackhammer Jesus going forward. He was playing goalie last time I saw him.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so he
it
switched
seems
it
like
up.
it seems like 3 days have passed and he's changed his mind about what he wants to do.
Yeah. Oh, Hungy's getting in there. He's flying in. Past Icy Blue Sky, and the goal goes in. Well done. Well passed. Well played. It's an impressive
Yeah,
first point.
yeah, very good pass. Awesome.
Alright, we'll get into the second point. Spawns on the bottom side again. Asher electing to pass, and Crushing Rock because he ended up chasing the core.
Oh no, give me
Uh,
Jamba.
yeah,
Pinned
was
against the
caught
wall.
up on the top side, and the airship sent its regards for Gimme Jamba. Oh, Hunky
Hungry
with a
dropping a
really interesting pass, yeah.
banger Giga Blast. The Crushing Rock almost takes the barrier. A very unfortunate bumper bounce.
Yeah, I think something to pay attention to right now is to watch Crushing Rock's positioning. He is stacking a lot with Jack Jesus, and so Hunky's getting a lot of free clears into the open lane on the opposite side, just because Crushing Rock is always there. See, it's happening again. Um, But so far, we're even in the number of barriers. Oh, the airship comes in. The second barrier is actually taken. And an Icy Blue Sky running in. He has Flip. He's the player to watch right now to see if he can go for a scoring attempt.
Yep, he clears the ball. Very good.
Okay, Flip.
But Icy Blue Sky drops support flip. Fortunately, doesn't get anything
Whoa.
off of it as it bounces off the middle.
Okay, Hunky passing down to Icy Blue Sky. Coming around. Jackhammer Jesus has the Flip. Can use it defensively if they want. Oh, Crush Rock
Wow.
with a crazy angle. Oh,
Yeah.
hit stun.
Hit stun. Strikes again. And as Astro takes another point.
That was close. Jackhammer Jesus overcommitted, I think, to try and get the flip for the score, and as a result, Mama Anarchy was able to put them to bed. Oh, double bear taken from Crushing Rock.
Oh, big flip from Jackhammer Jesus. And
Yeah,
he
and
sends
the
it right in.
goal.
Yeah. Hey, Chevy Truck. Turning this car around and showing us what's up.
They're turning this car around. I wonder what Chevy Truck stands for. I mean, that's a long
I would love to
acronym.
know what Chevy Truck stands for.
Yeah, there's a lot of work being put into that name. Okay, we have another flip online from Mama Anarchy, thanks to the
Yeah.
Catalyst start.
Icy Blue Sky coming up next. Energy meter almost full.
Oh, Crushing Rock ends up taking the bottom barrier by winning the Strike War through Icy Blue Sky. Oh, but goes down to
Oh,
Mama Anarchy's primary. Jackhammer Jesus positioned well defensively to catch and defend the second barrier. Needs to spend the top lane. Ends up dropping the first barrier, but is holding on to the second. Dubu Wall keeps it in the corner. Clears down to the open lane. Giga snipes it from across the map, and now that they have two flips up, it's looking like a really, really good point for Challengers and Heart. Oh, but they dropped the barrier in the meantime. Icy Blue Sky sends it up.
Dying.
Yeah, back around.
Pain. No longer. He's orbed up. But
Okay,
they're
they
down
send it through.
Flip.
Oh, it gets back through again. Dubu getting it back across. Jackhammer Jesus trying to catch the cross clear, is unable to. Dubu sending it back out. Mama Anarchy applying a lot of pressure on the corner, and Give Me Jamba keeps sending it back to him. And it goes in off the Rasmus secondary.
Yep, big old
Alright.
being credited to crushing Brock. Yeah, we've tied it up. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah, we got ourselves a set. I mean, if they win this set, if Chevy Truck win this set, that would be really, really big, because Crushing Rocks... Oh, and they get both barriers. Crushing Rocks... Zentaro is going to scale really hard if he gets whatever he wants on the carousel, and he flips right for the goal and is able to put it in.
Very nice.
I think
able to flip it right by Hungy.
Yeah, Crushing Rock to Zentaro is going to get first pick. Let's see what he ends up getting rewarded with. Probably the Egoist.
Yeah, probably Egoist.
That's really big. It's a really big pickup.
And that is a... Oh wow, they put Egoist on the first carousel on a catalyst start.
They really did. Pines are taking the extra special away from the Dubu instead of taking the Rapid Fire or the Hot Shot, so Dubu takes the Hot Shot themselves. Rapid Fire goes to the Asher, and the Estelle really doesn't have many good picks. It was pretty much Stagger, Swagger, or Chrono Boost there.
Yep, so, I think Rapid Fire on Asher is a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, especially against the Dubu. It's a really good way to just bully that character out of the goal. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Crushing Rock. Yeah.
It's kind of crushing it out here.
They keep winning these strike wars against Icy Blue Sky in the goal line and getting rewarded for it very heavily.
Yeah, Jackhammer Jesus.
Oh, but the double doink!
Oh no, things are looking rough for Chevy Truck.
Yeah, they're really on the defensive right now. Crushing Rock, Egoist procs coming in. And the airship just puts it in. Well done by Mama Anarchy to place that in the corner and put a lot of pressure on the Dubu.
Yeah, airship a bit stronger than any sort of land vehicle Chevy Truck can come up with. Dealership in shambles.
True. Oh, Mama Anarchy, beautiful strike up to the top. Great defensive play from Jackhammer Jesus. And the flip, defended by Give Me Jamba. Dubu Wall comes out. Crushing Rock still has the flip, elects not to use it in the corner.
Yeah,
Give Me Jamba
hold
sending
on
it back
to
out.
it for a while.
Crushing Rock wins another strike war. Oh, Jackhammer Jesus slightly mispositions, going up into the corner. Jackhammer Jesus blinks up again. Oh, Crushing Rock ready with the flip. Oh, but Hungy with a great save right on the goal line. Airship goes wide, sending it back into the corner. Icy Blue Sky still holding onto their flip, moving in. Dubu flip, gets it out. Hungy passes it back in. Jackhammer Jesus flips themselves defensively. And Icy Blue Sky one more time, coming back in. Will they use the core flip to get the goal barrier? Hungy on the back foot, now in a 2-on-1 situation. Icy Blue Sky burns the flip from Hungy. Big save from Give Me Jamba. Jackhammer Jesus is there to defend the barrier. Crushing Rock runs in, tries to take it, takes barrier number 1. Icy Blue Sky still has their flip. Finally decides to use it, sends up to Mama Anarchy, gets the barrier. Airship comes in, and with the Asher flip to kill Dubu, and they put it in. Well played. Challenges in heart.
Yeah, they made that look easy cheesy. Sent Give Me Jamba straight to the juice store.
Yeah, Jamba just got juiced. Oh, we need Inkies. We need Inkies.
Oh, we need Inkies.
Okay.
Quick, I need the board to be funny for me.
Alright. Crushing Rock has their Egoist procced, and they send it up. Hungy with the good prediction on Barrage saves the barrier. Icy Blue Sky looking worse for wear right now based on their stagger bar, but they're healing. Mama Anarchy has the core, gets barrier number 1. Chevy Truck trying to mount an offense of their own.
I'd like to remind everyone that this is the O2. Oh! Jackhammer Jesus has been sent to the crucifix.
And Crushing Rock gets the double doink on the Bears. We've seen 2 of those in this one game. These guys are pros at this.
And professional night market anglers.
Yeah, they are professional night market anglers. We've got the Rasmus, the Fisher.
Yeah, the fisherman himself. Yeah, as I was saying, this is how the last set went. 0-2 in the favor of challenges at heart.
True.
We see Egoist coming out for Crushing Rock.
All right, the
Can he
flip
put
is
it in
up
and
and
save the
ready.
team?
Can Jackhammer Jesus procure him the rock? Oh, the flip
Oh,
goes
no.
wide, and now the offensive pressure is just way lower. Mama Anarchy, I think that was an accident. Oh, double flip defensively from the side of Chevy Truck. Can Challengers in Heart put it in? And they can with a beautiful passing play from Icy Blue Sky.
Yeah, very nice. Always great to see a good wholesome passing play.
Amen.
It almost always pans out.
All right,
All right,
Rasmus,
now
what are
we're
we picking
seeing
up here?
the big guns in terms of training.
Yeah.
And crushing rock, frothing at the mouth for that super surge, a timeless, going to give me Jumbo.
I mean,
Prime
Asher,
time.
if Asher doesn't take the Super Surge, Zentaro's going to end up getting it. Asher does take it, but Zentaro's still going to get Toon Drives. Very happy with that. Kai ends up getting the prime time. This is a crazy draft. Estelle, I
This is a
think, should take the
crazy
tempo
draft.
swing. Looking back,
Yep.
Estelle's probably regretting that she didn't end up taking the bulk up earlier, because now she has tempo swing to pair with it.
Right, especially since every stagger training
Yeah, got buffed.
got buffed. Gives 50 extra stagger for a grand total of 350
Oh,
now.
the Super Surge already pays off as Mama Anarchy just eliminates the Estelle with the dash in the corner.
Yeah, feeling like a super surgeon with the precision of killing with Asher.
Yeah, true. Great strike or win from Give Me Jamba in the corner. Another one, but eventually the luck's going to run out, especially with Mama Anarchy's flip online. Hook sends it into an awkward bounce. Mama Anarchy walking up with the core flip and Give Me Jamba defend. Yes, they can. Jackhammer Jesus trying to get it out of the corner. Egoist on the Zentara, walking in, barely misses the flip, so Hungy is under a lot less offensive pressure. Give Me Jamba low on HP to Mama Anarchy, wins with the strike in the corner. Jackhammer Jesus sends it in. Oh, and Mama Anarchy takes out the Dubu. It's pretty much all she wrote for the side of Chevy Truck, as Challengers in Heart are going to try and capitalize on this power play, but can they? Crushing Rock wins another strike war in the corner. Icy Blue Sky flip at the ready. Mama Anarchy sends it into the Estelle. Oh, Hungy walking up. Past Mama Anarchy. Dubu Wall takes it out. Oh, Hungy uses the flip and accidentally own barriers. It goes back to Crushing Rock and they score. What a point for Chevy Truck.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Hungy, but Crushing Rock was there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making the most of that moment.
And they did a great job defending off the back of the power play from Challengers in Heart. Alright, Crushing Rock almost has flip. Flip online, has the Egoist running around at the speed of sound. Oh, barely misses the flip again, pulled away from the Rasmus hook, wins the strike war. Hungy able to defend. Icy Blue Sky still holding on to their flip, but Mama Anarchy takes the barrier, strike war win. Hungy walking up, fly Kai, fly! And Mama Anarchy puts it in.
Yep, a sneaky little top corner.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a
Getting
beautiful
just
shot.
past. Yeah, just past Gimme Jamba and Jackhammer Jesus. It was not.
Give
We're
Me
not
Jamba
expecting-
got juiced again.
Oh, it's a shame. Oh, and Mama Anarchy looking for blood. We're gonna send Jackhammer Jesus back on a 3-day nap.
Yeah, isn't able to find it. Gets a little cheeky with the emote. Oh, Ice Blue Sky wins a strike. We're putting a lot of pressure on Gimme Jamba right now. Jackhammer Jesus there, ready for the clear. Double flip from the side of Challengers in Heart, and they only have to use one of them to take both barriers. Icy Blue Sky wants to pass it up to Mama Anarchy. Jackhammer Jesus there with the defensive flip. Now the Egoist Centauro is going to try and put it into the barrier. Great Barrage defends it, but can't defend the core flip. Jackhammer Jesus tries to put it in and does off of the back of the primary into Hunky's core flip. 2-1.
Oh my god.
Set lead.
Yeah, you shall Estelle primary that core flip from Kai and snipe it down. John 1368.
John 1368. Alright, top air taken from Chevy Truck. And now Dubu Wall at the corner keeps things kind of safe and sound for a little bit. Sends it down around. Ice Blue Sky manages to use the speed to catch it around. Jackhammer Jesus with the punish gets one barrier, unable to get the second, and now Challengers in Heart trying to mount an offense on the top side, unable to do so because Crushing Rock's midfield presence is surprisingly dominant. They can't get it through this guy. Defensive flip sends it down. Asher primary unable to take the barrier, but Asher has flip and is ready to capitalize with a scoring opportunity. Can Jackhammer Jesus do anything about it? No. Dubu forced to roll down. Icy Blue Sky unable to put it into the barrier. The flip for the Asher to guarantee the barrier and the Dubu's low HP means that this point is probably going in favor of Challengers in Heart. But as we saw earlier, anything can happen. Let's see as they send it into the corner, into the Dubu Wall. Icy Blue Sky has the flip ready. Hunky holding it down. Is able to keep their lone barrier alive. Big flip from Icy Blue Sky defensively. Send it up to Mama Anarchy. Mama Anarchy unable to capitalize. Dubu has a flip of their own. Sends it to Mama Anarchy and through the log. Well played by Mama Anarchy.
Yeah, really just slid under that log.
Yeah. Jumpa got juiced again.
No, I'm so thirsty.
Oh, Mama Anarchy not ready for the clear from Kimmy Jamba. Ego is proc for Zentaro and ready to fly. Get in there, Zentaro. Get in there. Big flip. Oh, big save from Hunky. Super well timed, but the Estelle ult ends up taking the top here anyways. Now we're 1 for 1 on barriers. Going down and around for the Estelle. Primary goes wide, passing into the Dubu wall. The negotiations are failing, but they finally get it through. Mama Anarchy flip goes wide. Hunky has a flip of their own, ready to be used defensively. Probably going to be used here. It is. Gets it past the Estelle primary. Oh, and the airship gets it onto the barrier. Huge lead right now for Challengers and Heart. And the Super Surge puts it in for the Asher.
Yeah, what started as such a dominant set for Chevy Truck will really, I thought, popping off. Went to the side of Challengers at Heart.
Yeah, now that we're into the draft here, what do I expect to see? I expect to see maybe stacks on the Kai. Aerials also makes a ton of sense. Estelle, I probably would have liked to see the build different deny on the Asher, but Asher doesn't care about the build different either and takes heavy impact of their own. Now the Centauro probably going to take the build different. Ends up taking the fire up. Now they have the full energy build. The Rasmus of all people gets the build different. And the duplicate stacks on stacks. It's a really interesting awakening draft for both teams. But now that we have this Exodia Zentaro energy build, let's see if they can capitalize on that and take this game.
Yeah, Super Energy Zentaro versus Double Size Rasmus.
Yeah, let's see who takes the win. And we have a little bit more cooldowns from the Estelle. So she's going to be trying to exert a lot of pressure that way, but the raw amount of space that Challengers and Heart takes up with the Asher ult and the Asher herself and the double-sized Rasmus is just going to be a ton of pressure to deal with. Oh, Dubu caught asleep at the wheel way back on their barrier, and so Icy Blue Sky capitalized on that beautifully. Double flip from the side of Chevy Truck. Are they going to use them both? Icy Blue Sky, Ice Cold wins 2 strike wars in the midfield and just sends it around to Mama Anarchy, and neither side burns their core flips.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm kind of speechless. I feel like Icy Blue Sky just can't lose a strike war now.
I know, I thought Crushing Rock was crushing them earlier, but now Icy Blue Sky is just completely annihilating them in the midfield. Maybe it's the fact that they have 2 size awakenings.
Yeah, it might be that he's just a little big, 60% bigger. Even.
Oh, and as we can see, Jackhammer Jesus unable to flip and unable to catch the flip from Hungy as they send it back around to the Asher, sending it down around to Icy Blue Sky. The huge primary, unable to defend, but they get it up and around. Beautiful play from Jackhammer Jesus. A great angle and a great link puts it in. Wow, that was really impressive. I would
write an entire book for the guy who made that play.
Yeah, I would write. Beautiful. I think they have written an entire book for the guy that made that play. Alright, Crushing Rock, Egoist proc, and don't forget they have the fire up online. Ends up firing up their team. Oh, unfortunate bounce, but 25 more energy for the rest of the team means they might be able to make another aggressive play here. Zentaro ult on the goal line. Icy Blue Sky forced a core flip, gets a barrier off the long bounce. Oh, Gimme Jabba sends it straight to the Asher, and the Asher is able to capitalize. Log unable to hold defensively, and there's just too much pressure in the goal line for Gibby Jabba to be able to handle that defensively. Well played on the conversion from Challengers and Heart, and we're on game point.
Yeah, Challengers at Heart effectively running double brawler with that Rasmus midfield. Just as long as they get the barriers down, it is.
Yeah,
it's so
a lot of pressure.
Yep, they have so much. Scoring pressure.
Both barriers already taken, and Mama Anarchy has the flip. All Icy Blue Sky has to do is get it to the Asher, send it up and around. Jackhammer Jesus also likes to use their flip. Can they defend in the corner against the Asher? Great clear down from Gimme Jama. Crushing Rock getting in there, ready to use their own flip, but Icy Blue Sky's flip is back up because of this catalyst. Hungy holding it down, almost has a flip of their own. It looks like a huge lead in game tape for Challengers and Heart. Send it around, and the airship hits stuns Gimme Jamba, and Hungy puts it in.
Oh my
god,
played. What an insane stun on the airship. Letting Hungy just send it in from downtown.
Well played by Challengers and Heart. That is a Cat Kai dub.
You didn't
Huge
like that I
win.
said that.
I love that you said that. Oh wait, I have to sit back up. I was
Yeah,
too
rise.
I was too chilling. Wow. All right. Really impressive performance from pretty much everyone on the side of Challengers and Heart that game, and also from the side of Chevy Truck. I feel like both teams played pretty well. It's just that uh, Challengers and Heart just had a few more opportunities, and overall their team comp was a little bit better at scoring up front in the goal line, and I think that's really what made the difference.
I think on the side of Chevy Truck, Crushing Rock was really out there crushing it. I'm and hey, maybe it's because
You're a Zentaro
I
player, and you love
yeah
Zentaro.
I love Zentaro. I love when he does the cool moves. But no, I thought Crushing Rock was doing really well to like set 2 and on, just position where he needed to be to take barriers and score. I thought it was super impressive.
Yeah, so with that win, I believe Chevy Truck are brought into the redemption bracket, where they can elect to continue queuing for the rest of the night. And if they prove themselves by topping the redemption bracket, they'll have a chance at qualification at the end of the night by playing against what I believe will be the 3rd place team.
Yep. And that is
So,
the OSAS format currently being run.
yeah, interesting
So
format this week. Interesting
yeah,
format.
unlike previous weeks, losing does not mean that you're condemned to not qualify for the rest of the day. There is still a chance. Queue up.
Queue up. All right. Unlike what some of us can't do on ladder right now, but no comments about that.
Yeah, welcome to the
They can
West
queue up
Coast.
for their ladder, and it looks like we're going to be heading into the next game shortly. So we're just going to be going back to back. We've got some fans in chat, Ian, if you want to talk to them.
Yeah, barrier. Got him.
What does barrier got him mean?
You wouldn't get it.
No,
Hold on.
I really wouldn't get it.
I need to see the bracket.
I know, I'm also looking at the bracket right now. ZD Bear Clown are up soon. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
you're a bit of a fan.
I'm a little bit of a fan for ZD Bear Clown. And today they're just ZD Bear Clown. It's just Bearpaw
Yeah.
Panic, Zidium, and Tiny Clown shoes. But I mean, those are my goats. So you're gonna have to take the side of whatever poor team they're up against.
Now let's see, and where most teams it's looking like are moving on to round 2.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Things are moving
one.
on.
Yeah, it looks like there was one DQ, and then there's a few matches in round 1. Some really exciting matches that are still going on.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting ready to go into game 2 here, and I don't have my watermelon today, so I don't know how to stall without my watermelon.
All right. He's held back. He doesn't have anything funny without his watermelon.
Maybe after this game, I'll get on my phone, I'll drive to the supermercado, and I'll buy a watermelon.
What does your phone have to do with that?
Well, I can't be on the stream without
Oh
some sort of
wow.
mobile device. And I'll just cast while walking around Ralph's. Like, they'll scan my item, and I'll just be like, oh, and Zidium puts it in. Oh, thanks for that. And I just get really excited, and then everyone's gonna think I'm just this like psychopath walking around musing in Ralph's.
Right, and musing about how great that core flip was and the angle that it
Yeah.
hit.
From Bearpaw Panic, which, by the way, I'm excited to watch more Bearpaw Panic. That guy is an unstoppable force of nature.
A demon from down under.
No, I'm being told now that we're not getting Bearpaw Panic.
Forfeit now.
Forfeit now.
Shut it all down. What's
all
even the
down.
point?
That's okay. They'll just make it to grand finals. Smile. But I mean, I'm okay with this. You gotta remember, it's OSAS. OSAS is exciting stuff. So even if we're not watching my goats, we'll still be watching some exciting Omega Strikers.
Right, some riveting edge of the sea producing Omega Strikers.
Edge of the seat. So Ian, did you have a good day today?
I woke up when you called me earlier.
Yeah.
Watched you play video game for like 2 hours and then took a nap.
Wow.
I know, I'm living the life.
I called you earlier, played video game for 2 hours, and then took a nap.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're having a pretty cool day today, and then we reconvened here.
Yeah, the call. Well, sorry, I just got brain gapped.
You just got brain gapped?
Yeah, the challengers at our demons challenged me to a duel in my mindscape, and I lost.
Yeah, we just had Chevy Truck versus Challengers at Heart. And now we're going to Greedy Goblins versus Omela Slickers. Which is a fun
I like
name.
Greedy Goblins based on their name alone.
Yeah, true. That is a pretty awesome name.
Omela Slickers.
No, I think Omela Slickers is really difficult to say.
Unlucky.
But
I wish I didn't stutter when I said it, or else I could say that it's easy and you're gapped.
No, it's difficult to say. Omela Slickers is just... I think it just tries to occupy the same brain space as Omega Strikers, and so it just becomes a huge problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's too much for the brain.
Alright, we're queuing up for this next game, which means we'll be ready shortly. Any thoughts about these two rosters before we get into it, Ian?
No, I don't know anything about them, which means it's time to learn about them. I'm excited.
You're about to become learned, Ian.
Yeah, I'm about to become a knower of the game, of their game specifically.
Should I put 15k on Greedy Goblins?
Should I put 40k on Greedy Goblins?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't really want to. I haven't done a BestieInSlot bet in 500 years.
Really? You don't do them on NASL Saturday?
No, I don't.
Or this week NASL Sunday?
Or, yeah, additionally NASL Sunday.
Okay, apparently one team has Killjoy on the team. It looks like they've migrated over from Valorant, so they might be able to make some sick plays. I bet they like Amy.
I bet they like Amy.
Because of the turret.
Oh, I get it. Like Valorant.
Like Valorant.
Hey, you've done it again.
Yeah, I think you only get the best casting from us two. We're the duo to watch out for. Oh, someone dropped 1k on Omela Slickers. Okay. Okay, here we go. Loading into Atlas's
a firm
lab.
believer. Welcome to the lab.
Another Rasmus Asher team comp hover. In fact, an exact mirror to what we just saw. Kai, Rasmus, Asher. Oh, and they switch over to the Juno.
Oh, that is a different character than Rasmus, as it turns out.
Believe it or not, that's a different character than Rasmus.
That's a different... Did you know? That's a different guy.
Okay, they're banning the Amy, so I guess they really don't like it.
Yeah, didn't quite mean it.
Kai ban, it seems like perhaps Stalk the Vast might be a little bit of a Kai player. I'm not super sure, but it did warrant a ban. Instead, they picked the Dubu, opting for defensive goalie. Luna from the side of Omela Slickers.
I'm a Luna fan. That makes me happy.
There's going to be a lot of Havoc being had.
Yeah, Havoc, Mischief, and Mayhem.
Alright, Asher mirrors from both sides.
Ghastly deeds.
And the final pick is going to be...
Show me the money.
Vice. Whoa, Vice, Luna, Asher. That is some murder going on from the side of Omela Slickers.
They saw the patch notes today and said, yep, we're bringing out the Vice, we're bringing out the Luna.
All right,
The
let's see
Asher's
what they
name is
end up.
I Love Dog Girls. Hello.
What they end up putting together. It was a Reverberation Spark of Agility start, which is pretty much about as neutral a start as you can get.
Yeah, I'm really eating good on the Nothing Burger today.
Alright, Chilljoy ends up tanking the Black Hole, almost takes the Vice secondary as well, looking worse for wear in the midfield with their Stagger Bar at half, but now they can make a play on the barrier, and they do with the Striker win over Bougie Ninja. Oh, and the airship catches everyone off guard, and Chilljoy manages to put Cacman 63 into their own goal line with the KO. Chilljoy flips, blocked by I Love Dog Girls, but struck in by Chilljoy. Level 10 Chilljoy, by the way. Level 10 Asher. Enjoyer.
Yeah, and Asher Enjoyer does not begin to cut it.
True. Alright. Stock the Vast sends it up into the barrier, around to Chilljoy, struck into the barrier, and the Juno Slimes also put it in. IndyCat trying to defend the bottom barrier, gets it around to Chilljoy, dribble into the bottom corner. Not a dribble, just a shot. But it goes in regardless.
Yeah, Chilljoy kind of crushing it out here. And we're truly seeing an ideological battle here. IndyCat versus I Love Dog Girls. So, which one will be stronger today?
Yeah.
Oh, Bougie Ninja almost gunned down.
IndyCat versus I Love Dog Girls. I see. So they're not a big fan of each other.
No, they're at odds morally.
Alright, Chilljoy and IndyCat trying to make a two-piece offense in the front. Catman loses the strike war, but Chilljoy unfortunately strikes it around the barrier. Chilljoy strikes it at the barrier. Catman there to defend. Luna Rocket coming around. Bougie Ninja wins the strike war in the corner. Dubulog sends it back through. Chilljoy isn't unable to catch the clear. Bougie Ninja sends it right at the Dubu. Big defense. Dubu Wall sends it out. Chilljoy trying to go on the offense again. IndyCat positioned really defensively based on how many strike wars their team has been winning. Chilljoy finally sends it through 3 people. And
Omelis Lickers employing the triple goalie strategy. Unfortunately, it does not work.
Beautiful passing string from Stock to IndyCat to Chilljoy to the enemy goal. And it's a 3-0 set and quick win for Greedy Goblins.
Yep, they pass that course straight up and straight into the goal. Very fluid.
Asher gonna pick up the big fish here. I am kind of interested to see where the Spark of Resilience ends up going.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Picking up the Spark of Resilience would be pretty big for anyone that's not Stock the Vast or Bougie Ninja. For both reverb.
But everyone else is picking up really solid pickups. I think maybe the Asher might be taking it. Yeah, the Asher ends up taking it. You want to watch out for the Mayor.
Yeah, Mayor, I Love Dog Girls could instate some new policies about, I don't know. I couldn't take a wild guess on what they might be thinking about right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps they have some policies about, like, dress code or something in their little Sparkington city.
Yeah,
okay,
perhaps.
Pass down from Bougie to pass around from IndyCat up into the corner for Cacman, sending it around. Bougie Ninja down into Chilljoy. Cacman walks up. Airship sending its regards to the bottom corner for I Love Dog Girls. Bougie Ninja barely sneaks past them, sends out the secondary, stuns the Asher. Asher forces it through the Luna. Juno sends it back up. Around to Bougie Ninja. Eats the ult, says, I don't care about how much damage that does. Alright, Asher ends up being killed off the top. IndyCat alone in the midfield. Juno Slime sends it directly at Cacman 63. Another Slime wins a strike war, loses the second one to I Love Dog Girls. IndyCat just one orb away from flip, unable to pick it up. And now I Love Dog Girls goes down to the combination of the Dubu Wall. Chilljoy, they're sending it down to the bottom corner. And fly, Dubu, fly! Goal for Stock the Vast.
Stock the Vast, demonstrating his vast ability to get up in there and flip it and dip it.
Yeah, that was crazy. That guy was like a lizard.
Yeah,
All right.
I want to mention that Chilljoy is just always in there.
Yeah,
always crawling it out on the edges. Oh, like that.
Chilljoy's also in the
in the walls.
All
just
right,
like Dog Girl was in their walls, able to take them down with an Asher primary.
All right, Juno Slime sends it back. IndyCat back up into the corner, and you know where Chilljoy's going. Chilljoy's walking right at the enemy goal, making it really difficult for this Lunar to play the game. Passing down, great pass from Bougie Ninja. Oh, and the airship sent it in. Cacman able to pick up the orb. and survive the onslaught from Chilljoy. Chilljoy just taking it slowly, sends it right at Cacman, back around from the clear. IndyCat, up,
Yeah.
Chilljoy, into the corner, primary, unable to connect, stock fast, great clear. IndyCat sends it back into the corner. IndyCat ready with the play, unable to connect for Chilljoy. Chilljoy low on HP. Cacman commits the dash to prevent the regen from Chilljoy. I Love Dog Girls getting in there to kill. Burn, it's the last evade from Chilljoy. Flip from Bougie Ninja trying to take the barrier. Stalk the Vast has the flip. Chilljoy survives, but the black hole sends it in. And Cacman not quite ready for that bounce, and IndyCat grabs the goal.
Yeah, Stalk the Vast, proccing Egoist, getting ready to fly. Unfortunately, the black hole sends it in. And again, Chilljoy is just always marching into the enemy goal box, always exerting so much pressure.
Big
but
flip
just being
from
in there.
Fast. Really well played by Stock Fast. Recognized that Cacman had overcommitted offensively and uses their flip to punish and go even on barrier count. Bujinenza sends it down around Chilljoy. I Love Dog Girls, full HP, almost full energy bar. It picks up the core flip now. Double KO. Cacman 63 drops the Luna thinking emote on them. Clear out from Stock the Fast. Really well played. IndyCat picks up level 4, sends a slime into the corner, but the 3-man unit of Omela Slickers picks up the kill on the Dubu, gets the other barrier. Can they pick up their first goal of the game? Cacman 63, pass it around. Bougie Ninja ready to send it into the corner to I Love Dog Girls, but it gets out of there, and Chilljoy running the airship, going around. I Love Dog Girls thwarted by IndyCat's slime. Oh, Viceold almost sends it in. I Love Dog Girls tries to send it in as well. Luna Old coming around. Cacman 63 facing a lot of pressure in the bottom corner, but is able to make it through the particle accelerator.
No.
Dubu wall.
Yeah, hold Stalk the Vast, hold!
Hold! Alright, Chilljoy ready to make a play. Cacman unable to hold the barrier as Chilljoy gets it through. Chilljoy waiting for the rock to be procured, and it is, and they send it in. They have 6 straight goals, and despite the fact that things were looking really good for Omela Slickers and they were picking up the KOs, they just quite weren't able to convert into a goal.
Yeah, things are looking a little rough for Omega Slickers right now, as this Asher is just running the game.
Yeah, Dubu ends up denying the 3rd spark, a sight that I have missed. I missed that
It's
so
been
much.
many moons.
And Asher ends up picking the prime time just to have the spark denied. Castle asks for the Juno to have the slime stick around a little longer, but because of that, the Vice picks up their absolute best in slot. And this draft overwhelmingly in the favor of Omela Slickers, in my opinion. Other than the Chilljoy Stagger Swagger, which is really big for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is going to be hard for Greedy Goblin, sorry, to pick up.
I Love Dog
Chilljoy.
Girls. Oh, Chilljoy picks up 1 barrier, low on HP, but is able to barely survive. IndyCat Slime sends it back up. The triple goalie works. They hold defensively. IndyCat gets the core again. Cacman, great strike, saves the barrier twice in a row. I Love Dog Girls trying to get past the Dubu, unable to so far. Sends it down to Bougie Ninja. Pass through to I Love Dog Girls. Down around into the corner for Bougie Ninja. Barely unable to catch the clear. Chilljoy is going for the kill on Cacman 63. Unable to, but does win the strike war in the corner. Kills the Luna right on their goal line. Strike war win. I Love Dog Girls
Another.
ready. I Love Dog Girls wins another strike war against Chilljoy. Oh, Bougie Ninja unable to strike it. Airship sending its regards down through the middle. Luna is back and ready to defend. Chilljoy sent into the black hole. And killed by I Love Dog Girls, who walks into the black hole themselves. Barrier drops for Stock the Vast, and I Love Dog Girls puts it in. Goal number 1 for Omela Slickers.
Goal number 1 for Omela Slickers, and they really put on a show, making a resurgence this game.
Alright, I Love Dog Girls going around. IndyCat dealing with it. Bougie Ninja, great recognition from I Love Dog Girls to notice that their defense is weaker on the top side. Similar recognition for Chilljoy, who gets it through, loses the strike war to Bougie Ninja, drops the ult as a way to say, you don't win strike wars against me, I just dropped the airship on you. And the barrier in the bottom right falls as Chilljoy's ready to go for the scoring opportunity, but the defensive flip from I Love Dog Girls sends it into the slime. Viceold sends it back around. I Love Dog Girls ready in the corner to send it past the Dubu, unable to so far. Sends it down, around, into the log, into the wall, and Stock the Vast is absolutely holding it down. And Chilljoy, ice cold, wins the strike war, sends it into the net.
Killjoy is like that. Quite literally, the ball gets into their little Asher hands, and they force it in through the Luna. The Asher special.
Oh, big
Whoa!
flip from Cacman, but is unable to connect with the secondary. Now they lost that great defensive tool. As the Juno Slime sends it into the bottom barrier. Airship goes wide, sends it around for the Asher, sends it into the bottom barrier. Stock Devasta is ready to fly if they can. Going into the top. Looking around, ready. Get in there, Dubu, fly!
Flip it,
And
Dubu!
the Asher
Oh!
puts it in. The Asher doesn't
Don't
even
even
have to
need the flip. Stock the best. Still holding on to their energy as Killjoy. Just makes it happen. An overwhelming offensive coming out from this Asher here.
Alright. Cacman trying to send it down and in, able to defend their second barrier. I Love Doggos trying to get it out of the corner. Bougie Ninja waiting for a clear, but unable to be made through Killjoy. Finally, they get it out through, but they just mount another offense in the top corner. Cacman trying to defend. Juno Slime sends it back into the corner yet again. I Love Doggos finally to pick up the barrier. Killjoy wins the strike war, sends it into the corner, and it's back around again. The barrier is taken. There's just so much pressure on this Luna. They can't hold it down forever. Bougie Ninja starts charging the middle of the field. Cacman almost sends it to the barrier, but IndyCat was well positioned defensively to defend that, and Killjoy sends it to the bottom corner, barely missed the shot. That could have been game, and now they're back in the corner. Killjoy loses the strike war to Bougie Ninja. Bougie Ninja's heavy impact primary. Now they still in the corner with their secondary. Send it back into the corner past I Love Dog Girls, but strike war win for Killjoy. The airship working against I Love Dog Girls here, but they pick up the flip. Can they make a play? Bougie Ninja, beautiful primary to send it into the bottom barrier.
This is their moment. This is Omela Slicker's moment.
This is their moment. They have almost 3 flips online. Cacman used theirs defensively already, but now Bougie Ninja's got it ready. Killjoy is unable to put it in, and now with the KO on the Juno. Oh! Save from I Love Doggles to punish Stock the Vast and puts it in. They are not going quietly.
They are not down yet as they tie up the set count. We will be going to a 0.5 after a brilliant trade of flips. I Love Dog Girls demonstrating their passion for their craft.
Yeah, and can I say that Cacman 63 emote game is elite. Okay. As they take the first barrier, almost takes the second, but Cacman, they've just had their emote game absolute S tier all match. Just want to give them a shout out. Alright, defensive play from Cacman, gets it passed through Killjoy. Killjoy looking really worse for wear, but is surviving, finally goes down to the Luna primary. I Love Dog Girls just dribbling it around IndyCat. Vice ult taking up a ton of space. Dubalog, I'm going to defend, and they get it through. Will they win the set? And they put it through, and they win the set. This is huge, because their comp scales so hard.
Absolutely, and this is their chance to bring it back. We might be seeing a reverse sweep come out.
And
the last
there it
spark
is.
On the board, and
there
Catalyst.
It is. It's going to be Deadeye for the Luna and a Spark Denial for the Dubu. And then there's going to be either a Monumentalist, a Stacks on Stacks, or a Prize Fighter for the Asher. Never mind, there's going to be a Spark of Strength pickup for triple Sparks for this Asher. With Prime Time.
Oh. I Love Dog
for
Girls.
Killjoy.
Feeling a little strong right now.
Yeah, I Love Dog Girls has officially won the election.
Yeah, 164 power on the board.
They're a little strong. Killjoy has this.
A little fast.
Killjoy has this really defensive build with Stagger Swagger, Big Fish, and Catalyst. But eventually that defense might amount to enough for them to survive against the absolute high damage onslaught coming from the side of Omela Slickers. Let's see what happens. IndyCat already went down. Level 6, I want to see a little bit more contribution from this Juno. Oh, Killjoy gets it around and through, and the Juno Slime, as I'm talking about it, gets it back through. Big pass to Killjoy. Killjoy with the flip. Oh, defended by I Love Doggles. What a call out. The double Luna emotes from the side of Omela Slickers. They know what they're about. And Killjoy finally goes down. I imagine that has to really hurt the offense. It's going to be hard for this Juno to score on 3. But Stock the Vast almost has flipped, is ready to fly in there as Omela Slickers gets the second barrier. Luna flying in. IndyCat ready to send it into the barriers. Clears it up into the Asher. Luna almost sends it in the slime. Defended from. Bougie Ninja has the flip on the goal line. Unable to to capitalize on that. Sends it into the corner, defended by Stock the Vast. Luna flies and uses the strike, so when they teleport back, they don't have the strike back up, and it goes in from Chilljoy.
Yeah, very unfortunate. They ejected back knowing that they had to defend the goal, but weren't able to because of strike cooldown.
Yeah. All right, big
shame.
pass from IndyCat. It looks like we might see some eject buttoning from the forwards on the side of MLS Lakers right now. All right, Airship sent it back into the Luna's goal barrier. Chilljoy playing slow and is able to shove it through. Has the flip up as well if they're able to survive. And it goes in from IndyCat. Super clutch performance and a great self-pass off the secondary Labo.
Yeah, I didn't even see how long that goal was, but it felt instantaneous.
Melis Lickers, they really had a lot of momentum going for them. Oh, Chilljoy really low. Can they capitalize and get the kill? I Love Dog Girls trying to take out Chilljoy in the corner, but they've got Stagger Swagger. They have the Catalyst. They're really, really difficult to take down. But finally, they go down to Cacman63, who trades the kill for the barrier, but IndyCat commits the flip. Now the offensive pressure is really missing from the side of Greedy Goblins. Can the Omelis Lickers capitalize and take the barriers from Greedy Goblins? No. Asher, back up. Takes one barrier off Cacman63's flip, but Dubu is the Blizzard, flies in there, gets the flip from I Love Dog Girls. I Love Dog Girls sending it at the barrier. Can they get it around the Juno? Not quite, and Chilljoy trying to walk up to the goal line, but they can't finish it off.
Bougie Ninja looking incredibly low.
And Chilljoy finally puts it in the corner after Cacman63 commits all their defensive cooldowns, and that's a win for the Greedy Goblins. They had one little blip of that third set, but they finished it off.
Yep, unfortunately, Omelis Lickers could not scale fast enough. Even with the triple spark Asher, who almost made it happen.
Yeah, the
it
triple,
was not
the
quite
mayor. The mayor was removed from office.
They didn't like the dog girl policy for some reason.
I don't know. MVP performance, in my opinion, Chilljoy.
Yeah, what a dominant player here.
Yeah, they got 8 goals, 0 assists. Okay. They were being smacked around all game from the damage composition of Greedy Goblins, or sorry, from the damage composition of Omelis Lickers, but they held it down. They would respawn and they would walk right back to the goal line. They would pick up another goal out of that 8.
Yep, I also want to...
Yeah, you'd go.
Yeah, I want to point out Stock the Vast, who I think was an exceptional defensive player holding it down.
Yeah, there were a lot of times where in the 2-on-3 they were holding it down.
Yeah, just a really strong performance. They picked great times to fly. There was only that one time that
they were punished.
Yeah, only one time, and for the number of times they were flying, especially with the Egoist, very impressive.
Yeah, very, very impressed by the side of Greedy Goblins today. But that's not to say Omelis Lickers had a bad performance. It's just that Chilljoy and the rest of Greedy Goblins had a better one. Ian, what are you doing to me?
Well,
what is that?
I was thinking, and I knew that you were sad that you didn't have a watermelon.
So you rubbed it in my face that you have one now?
So I got one.
How am I supposed to cast with you ever again after this? Okay. Somebody needs to put Fudgy Waffles on the mic right now.
I don't know. You can get a watermelon next time.
Yeah. Hey, next time you guys hear from me, I'm gonna be in a Ralph's supermarket.
You want a bite?
Do I want a bite of your watermelon?
Mm-hmm. Your
watermelon doesn't exist. That's a fake watermelon. That's a PNG.
Don't make fun of my PNG like that.
It's
real to me.
I do not want a PNG of your stupid watermelon.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? You know what? I'll think about it.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Well, I mean, I have the watermelon, but I don't know how to fill time with it like you do.
Yeah, yeah, because you know how to fill time with it is you need to get a PNG of a slightly eaten watermelon, like with one bite out of it.
Yeah, and then slowly whittle it down.
Yeah, and then a PNG of a watermelon with 2 bites out of it, and then you need to go on Fiverr and get someone to rig you a watermelon rig for your little model
that slowly eats the watermelon.
that slowly eats the rigged watermelon.
That would go hard. You are
All
correct.
right. Next up, we have Goalie Diff Seed 4 versus Sudafim Rose Gold. That's a crazy name. Seed 5. I'm
That is a
excited to see
crazy
how
name.
this match goes. Oh no, ZD Bear Clown lost.
Oh no.
No.
No. It's okay, redemption bracket. They clear easy.
They clear the redemption bracket easy. That's real.
It's okay. They'll
I'm so sad.
unironically they will make a resurgence and it will be fine.
They will. They really will. Isn't my camera angle awesome, by the way?
No.
Look at this.
No,
Look
it's
at
not.
me. Just showing. Hello. Just
I'm
showing this
looking at you.
corner of
I'm
my
looking at you right
room.
now. Yeah.
I should actually look right
Whoa.
at the camera. It's way nicer if I look at the camera. And then sometimes I actually hit it because the wire's all exposed. Wait, I liked
Yeah,
that one
you
angle
should-
where it showed literally nothing.
Yeah, you should do a closet tour where you show
No,
what's
I
in
should not.
the deep abyss of your closet.
I do not want to do a closet tour. You should do a watermelon PNG tour where you show what's in the deep abyss of your watermelon PNG.
It's time to crack open the watermelon.
Yeah, you have to have a new PNG, right?
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, well, we're
I
loading
do
in a game
have-
soon. We're also at 100
Oh
viewers
my
right now, Ian.
God.
We're
This
subjecting...
massive spoon.
Oh, giant spoon! Oh my god! Oh,
Yeah, hold
smaller
on.
spoon.
Oh, I'm so bad at what I do.
Look at the...
I'm bringing
Oh
in this-
crap! Oh my god! Ian's on the
hey.
move.
Glitch in the matrix. I don't know how
Alright,
to move
and-
this spoon.
We're loading back into Atlas Lab.
Oh yeah.
Luna, Amy, Estelle hover from the side of Goalie Diff.
Wow.
Ooh, that's crazy. Or sorry, from the side of Sudafim Rose Gold. My bad.
Yeah.
And the Estelle self ban from I'm a Scoliosis.
Yeah. We will not be having it. Oh, we hate Estelle in this house.
Yeah, I guess both sides respect banning the Estelle. Now we're seeing the Juno, Amy forward with Luna goalie, unless it's a Juno forward. I saw that earlier today. I saw Juno okeying my goalie.
Oh, that goes hard.
Drakkar Asher from the side of goalie Diff. And the final pickup is unknown for now as we wait for Imascolios to lock in. Double brawler with the Drakkar goalie. Wow, that is a menace of a team composition.
It could be an Asher goalie, which your
We
car
have-
forward, which I think would be a
It could.
bit of a
It
better
could.
team comp. It is.
It is. It is. We've Cat GPT-3, Chlor 75 on the Asher goalie, and it's a Deadeye rapid fire start.
Oh my god. Whereas the last game was a reverb rapid fire start, this is so much more aggressive.
Yeah, this really is. This Luna is going to be feasting.
Right, a reason they picked the Luna goalie here.
Oh, big pass up to Imascoliosis. Oh, sends it into the corner. Drakkar, shotgun, ends up taking it. Great clear after the Julie punch. Really well weighted out. Imascoliosis trying to make a play with their blobs in the midfield. Max LC able to defend against the Julie again. Julie should probably be waiting for their dash punch to come up. And then at that point, it's pretty much a guaranteed score against the Luna, who's pretty weak defensively like that. Max LC, really, their patience is getting the better of goalie Diff, but as I say that, finally the barrier is taken. Cloak Oak sending it down into the corner. Blink unable to convert. Great strike from Imascoliosis while mid-jump. Sends it at the blob. Blob goes away. Cloak Oak trying to get the level 2 so they can set up the turret. Should come in the next strike or two from them. Sends it around into the blob. Up into the Drakkar. Around. Up to Cloak Oak. Unable. Finally is able to pick up the turret. Drops it. Sends it back into the turret. Oh, Chlor 75 unable to defend after a round of strikes from the side of Cloak Oak. Juno playing really risky in the corner. Sends it up to Cloak Oak. Chlor teleports around and Cloak Oak sends it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, good job, Cloak Oak.
Yeah, great
And a nice
recovery
shot.
that round. They lost both barriers quite soon. And see the Amy tank coming out from the side of
Amy
Pseudo from Rose
tank.
Gold. Cloakoak sends it up and around into the black hole. Max LC sends it around the barrier, and Drakkar sends it down, back around. Oh, great vertical shotgun. As now we have flips coming online for Chlor, Max LC, and Cloakoak soon. Oh, Chlor, great defense. Julie taking a lot of punishment from the Amy turret. Cloakoak flips almost up, and Max LC just kills them. Cloakoak forced to use the evade, ends up not able to get the flip anytime soon. Regen being put away from the damage from the Asher. Cloakoak sending it around. Chlor still has the flip. It's going to be really hard for the side of Pseudofim Rose Gold to get this second barrier, but with the way Max LC is playing, it looks like it's going to be hard for Goalie Diff to do that as well. And as I say that, Cloakoak sends it right past the Asher, flip and all. Cloakoak forced to use the flip defensively against the Julie ult. Dash into the corner. Turret drops, survives for Cloakoak. Are they going to finish off Cloakoak? Cat GPT following them around. Cloakoak in the black hole, still alive. Drakkar also looking worse, where with the flip up, sends it down to Cat GPT. The Asher, how did they even die? What happened? Did they die to the Luna rocket?
Yeah, Chlor got sniped.
Chlor got sniped by the Luna rocket, and Max LC is absolutely holding it down right now.
Yeah, a very impressive showing from a Luna goalie. Oh my god, what a combo.
Yeah, absolutely. Cat GPT wins the strike war in the midfield, takes the bottom barrier, but Max LC's been defending that top barrier all game like clockwork anyways. Cloakoak, good pop, off the dribble into the corner, manages to get it past Kenzie. Chlor backs off defensively towards the open goal line as Kenzie and Cat GPT are struggling to keep up with the core control coming out from the double midfielder on the side of Pseudofim Rose Gold. Up, around, into the blob, back, down, pass from Max LC, sends it in the bottom corner. Airship committed to defend the corner. Cloakoak looking pretty low, might go down soon. As I say that, Kenzie gets staggered in the corner. Max LC trying to finish them off. Cloakoak also almost finished off as Juno sends it back into the corner. Cloakoak decommitting so that they can go find a way to heal. And I'm a Scoliosis with the Juno blob stuffs it through the Asher.
Yeah, hey, remember when you were talking about that Juno forward earlier?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
And with that, they pick up the MVP. What are they going to take off the board? They have Quick Strike, they have Hot Shot, they have Prime Time, and it looks like they're going for the Hot Shot. Alright, Drakkar, I expect to pick up this Prime Time, but Heavy Impact's not a bad option either. Luna probably going to pick up the Super Surge, but there's a lot of good options for her here. Picks up the Heavy Impact to deny the Asher. Asher's fine taking the Quick Strike. Amy's going to definitely be picking up the Super Surge. Juliet should be picking up the Tempo Swing. I'd be surprised if they picked up something else. And they do pick up the Tempo Swing.
Yep, I'm a little surprised the Asher picked Quick Strikes over Tempo Swing, but I guess
But
as a
Asher
goalie,
is
we
in the
don't need
goal.
it. Yeah,
they
my
are in the
mistake.
goal. Alright,
Cat
kickoff
GPT
looking
a
pretty
little low.
standard.
Oh.
Finally, a barrier goes down, but on 2 barrier maps, 1 barrier going down seems to be pretty much a formality. Cloakoak with a beautiful strike and just breaks the ankles of Chlor 75 and is able to pick up both barriers. Really well played. Cloakoak sends it down, tries to get through Drakkar. Shotgun committed, is unable to. Cloakoak, oh, commits the blink, but is not quite able to put it in. Max LC, great patience, strikes it into the black hole, kills Cloakoak and own barriers. What a disaster. That's okay, they're flying out and around. I'm a Scoliosis, which is way too much core control. Oh, and if they'd set that in the corner, it would have gone in. Alright, Cat GPT trying to survive this midfield. Julie trying to make plays. Cloakoak commits with the Super Surge. Max LC sends it down and around away from the Drakkar shotgun into the corner. Sent up. Julie goes down. Big power play coming in from the side of Pseudofim Rose Gold. Max LC pass up to Cloakoak. Oh, down into the black hole. Kenzie shotguns it into the corner. Max LC sends it down and around up to Cat. Up to the Amy. Amy sends it down, but where's your Juno, Amy? She just went down. This Juliet ult committed. Cloakoak manages to get away. Max LC misses the strike. Cloakoak, great defensive play. Chlor 75 walking up with the core flip, trying to look for a goal. Oh, and almost a good save from the Luna.
Almost such a clutch save. I would love to see it happen, but unfortunately, just a bit of an awkward angle. Almost.
Good metal from Scoliosis. Drops the Julie Heart, moves on, takes one of the barriers, almost takes the second. Half HP for Cat GPT, half HP for Kenzie here, and half HP for Cloakoak, but they're healing up now, especially with the Draining Wand. Kenzie looking worse for wear off the back of the Amy turret. They're sending it around. Cloakoak drop low. Again, great pass from Max LC into the Juno Blob. Managed to take the barrier. Core 75. You have your core flip. You might want to use it. Cloakoak with a beautiful strike into the corner. Evens up the set to the side of Pseudofim Rose Gold. I'm really impressed with this double midfield composition. Seems like it's just running circles around goalie diff.
Yeah, they just have so much core control, especially with this Juno, who just, it seems like has possession at all times. Scoliosis cannot lose the ball. Oh, but Cloakoak, oh, I'm making up words, can lose their life to Juliet, fortunately.
All right. Amy is down. Scoliosis sends it into the airship, and the airship versus those blobs, one of them is definitely going to win. Cloakoak blinks into the corner, sends the turret around, draw a lot of pressure. Scoliosis sending the Juno Blob in, gets the first barrier. Chlor 75. When will they use their core flip? Probably soon after this Juno core flip. Sends it down around Chlor. Absolutely unshaken. Managed to hold onto that defensive tool. Kenzie dribbling up, around, into the barrier. Cat GPT sends it right at the Luna. Misses the flip. Chlor sends it up around to Kenzie, around the Luna ult. Cat GPT killed by the Luna jump scare in the corner. Kenzie continues to dribble, almost has the flip ready. Flip is online, ready to make a play in the 2v3. Can they make anything happen? Cloakoak about to get the flip off their next hit or two. Finally picks up the core flip. In from Scoliosis. Sends it around. Chlor commits the flip. Good play. Keeps it out of their barrier. Kenzie sends it into the corner. Flip from the Luna. Cloakoak looking really low. Kenzie might be able to pick up KO here, and does. Drops the rune emote. Luna ult sends it up and around and in. Own goal.
Ouch. What a rough set. Pursuit of Fim Rose Gold. It seemed like everything just fell apart right at the end.
Yeah, they were making good plays, but the Luna special and puts it in. Wow, okay. Lots of damage coming out from the side of goalie diff here. Yeah, Scoliosis staggered. Kenzie staggered. Cat GPT taking some damage. About to take some more as they're fully staggered. Cloakoak, and Max LC are really the only ones that are looking okay. Everyone else is just getting bounced around in the midfield. Cloakoak just dribbling it around Chlor.
Black Hole online at this moment is so dangerous.
Yeah, anyone can go down. It looks like they were just giving time for Kenzie to get their stagger back and take the other barrier. I'm not quite sure what Cloakoak was going for with that repeated dribble play. But Kenzie, ult, sends it around. Luna, great dash to defend the goal. Oh, Julie eats the ult. Scoliosis sends it down into the bottom corner. Cloakoak looking to make a play with their blink and with their flip that's about to come up. Max LC sends it up around to Juno. Sends it into the Asher ult, goes wide. Cloakoak flip, sends it down to Scoliosis, sends it back down from the Drakkar shotgun. Luna sends it in around, has the flip soon. Drakkar shotgun sends it past the top right corner. Cloakoak tries to make a play with the glitch pop, unable to, and now it's dealer's choice here as Cat GPT sends it through with the punch from the Juliet.
Right, the everlasting punch. A great stuffing tool because it is out for so long. Caps it in. Here we have 2 sparks. Specialized training. A big fish probably landed on the Juliet or stacks if they're feeling like going fast. Nope, big fish. We're feeling like a damage comp today. Time to take people out, but that means Specialized does fall to Luna. Chlor taking the big airship as Juno is going fast.
Timeless creator Drakkar jump scare to take it away from the Amy. That's a crazy pickup.
Yeah, the Timeless Drakkar has been seen once before in NASL West.
It has, quite a long time ago by the Resnock.
Yeah, a bit of an iconic pick.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, Cat GPT dash fun sends it in and around. Some hyper offensive plays coming from the side of goalie diff. Can they make a play? Cloakoak sends it up around. Chlor looks like they're having some struggles here as they drop their second barrier. Max LC has to commit the dash, wants to keep it away from the enemy team here. Sends it down into the Julie, down into the corner, finally in a good position where his team has position. Scoliosis sends it up around. Kenzie dribbling pass into Cloakoak. Great strike war against the glitch pop. Down around and another shotgun. I mean, this Drakkar with rapid fire is just proving to be a lot in the midfield. Julie sends it up into the corner, drops the ult, sends it down. Beautiful shot from Cat GPT-3.
Yeah, Cat GPT-3 making me sound like an AI model. You're really just making it happen at this point. Absolutely running it.
All right, dash punch committed from the side of Cat GPT-3, unable to get the barrier. Cloak Oak trying to make their own play. Chlor's airship's able to defend, and Cloak Oak soon to have the core flip as well. Gets the barrier, rebound. Turns back around. Scoliosis. Can they lose the strike war in the midfield as they're striking their demons right now as well? Max LC decides to commit the flip to defend the barrier. Probably going to end up giving the other one in the long run. Flip from Cloak Oak as they go down to all the offensive pressure from goalie diff. Sending it down around Luna in the corner. Down. Core flip missed. Great pass from Kenzie. Sending it back into the corner for the Julie. Do they have a dash punch up? No, but they're able to get it around Max LC. Down, around, into the corner. Yet again, Max LC clears through the middle. Up into Chlor, who has the core flip ready to go. Julie in the corner and just strikes it in. Off of Cloak Oak's clear to the bumper.
Yeah, wow. A beautiful corner click. Slips it right past. Very, very good.
Alright, I'm a Scoliosis sends it into the black hole, almost has a flip of their own. Max LC flying in, lowers Chlor's HP. They might have a win condition here by killing Chlor. Let's see what they can do. Alright, Max LC gives up the top barrier, positions defensive in the bottom barrier. Great down clear. Cloak Oak sends it down and around, up into the low HP. Asher, flip from I'm a Scoliosis, goes wide. CatGPT sends it down around, walk into the black hole for Cloak Oak. Oh, Max LC tries to take out Chlor from across the map. Well played, but unable to connect. Max LC ready, past I'm Scoliosis. Into the corner. Drakkar, shotgun, through. Cloak Oak sending it up and around. Chlor just really likes to hold on to this core flip. As I say that, they do commit the core flip defensively. Manages to save their barrier yet again. Shotgun negotiations have failed. Oh, Max LC barely unable to defend against the Julie as Drakkar sends it into the corner and shotguns it down and in.
The ancient tech. Left click into right click. Unfortunately, Max LC I cleared it right into it. Which, of course, what do you do? It's hard to get around. And this Drakkar might be picking up a missile prop here.
Yeah,
Yep.
indeed he is. And the Luna's probably going to be picking up a twin drive. I'd be really surprised if they don't. But if they do, they're probably going to be giving over this catalyst to the Julie. No, the Julie is out for blood as Amy picks up the catalyst. Asher doesn't really have that many options. Goes for the Castellast to deny the Juno as well as make their own airship last a little longer. Juno picks up the perfect form. It's the most reasonable choice left on the board. And to get a lot of cooldowns. And let's see if Sudafim Rose Gold can replicate what they had in that first set.
Right, things have been rough ever since then.
Alright,
Oh my
Kenzie,
God.
really low. Cloak Oak unfortunately commits right as the Luna ult goes down, so the evade gets a lot of value out of the Drakkar. You could see both dashes coming out from Max LC. Dribble down for Cat GPT, unable to get the barrier though, as the airship sends it into the corner. Keeps it there though, which isn't quite where you want to keep it. They finally managed to get it past the Juno. Max LC passed it up into the black hole. Down around Cloak Oak. Finally, we've got a KO on the side of goalie diff yet again from the 1-2 punch. Juliet. Cloak Oak looking really low. CatGPT smells blood in the water, especially with no evade on the side of Cloak Oak. But Max LC says, I'll do it myself, and gets the barrier off the back of the flip. But the Drakkar shotgun ends up picking up the KO. Or not the KO, the barrier. Oh, and Max LC has gone down, but I'm a Scoliosis is able to commit to Kaylor's overcommitment on the bottom side and scores the goal. Wow.
What a vicious round.
Yeah,
Just
that was a
kills
crazy
being dropped
sequence.
back and forth. Whoa.
I missed a Drakkar KO in there, by the way. I was going to talk about it, but other things happened. As both barriers go down, Max LC flies in, tries to put the goal in, but the goal gates aren't open yet. I'm a Scoliosis evades the Julie damage, now has to sit in the middle, but goes down anyways to the dash punch. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This Julie's looking a little strong. Great play from Max LC, calling out CatGPT with the defense. Cloak Oak trying to keep it around in the midfield alone. Oh, commits the flip but unable to connect, but Max LC's almost got a flip of their own. I'm Scoliosis, the short hop, sends it down and around. Oh, the Luna ult sends it up, and as the Luna's getting the orb, the Luna ult sends it into their own barrier, and then they drop the flip. CatGPT sends it into the corner, but not quite able to go in past Cloak Oak, interrupted by the shotgun for the Drakkar. Almost a kill for CatGPT off the dash punch. Cloak Oak down into I'm a Scoliosis. Down and around into the corner yet again. The corner that is so coveted from Sudafim Rose Gold. Up into the Juno slime. Can they get it through? Oh my god, what a hole! Then it goes in from Cloco.
Oh my god!
That was insane. Someone clipped that. That was crazy. That's the new
Max
sword
L-
angle. That was the new sword
That's
angle.
the new sword angle. That's what he's been cooking this
That was
whole time.
insane.
Oh my god.
Wow, alright.
Now, Max LC just twin driving his way. Get
Goes
these
down, I
barriers.
think, to the Drakkar ult after the 1-2 punch. Julie's able to pick it up, but I'm Scoliosis with a beautiful read on the bounce. It's like he's playing billiards out here and is able to pick up the barrier. CatGPT sends it up, loses the strike ward to the Luna, who manages to get the clear. The airship decides that we're not going to play the game for a few seconds. Sends it down around CatGPT. 3, and Cloak sends it up into the corner after the strike will win, and that's a 3-0 set. We're going to a set 5.
Oh my god, remember when you said Pseudofim Rose Gold needs to find what they had in set 1?
And absolutely they did. And now
Pulled
we've just
out
got
the
some
depth.
really interesting pickups. I have no idea what's going to go on. Cloak
Yeah,
wants to pick
whoa.
up the Egoist if they can. Yeah, gonna be a denial from this Julie by the build different Juno. I'm expecting
No
maybe a Stagger
double-sized
Swagger.
Julie.
No, Egoist Julie makes a ton of sense.
Oh, that's an extra special
Luna.
Luna.
Yeah, yeah. Extra special specialized Deadeye Luna. Is Luna weak? Stagger Swagger from the Drakkar, Aerials from the Amy, and Chrono Boost from the Asher to cover more of their goal with their secondary. Alright, this is really interesting.
Looking at the Juno, Luna, and Juliet builds, they all look pretty good. And as you can see, Bis Juliet means she can just be taking people down at a moment's notice.
Oh, but
Put them
one
off
barrier
stage.
drops. Max LC unable to save their second barrier. Both go down after Cloco goes down himself. Let's see if they can send it down and around and get that bottom barrier that's a little weak right now. Yes, they can. Oh,
wow.
Interesting. Juno Bug stops the core in its tracks, sending it down. Will they get rid of the black hole? They decide to do it, but own goal in the process. No, Max LC.
No.
Okay, well the Luna's gonna have their ult back up, and Julie isn't gonna have an evade for it. So we're gonna see a Deadeye Luna ult most likely dropped on this Juliet. No, it's not. Julie's probably gonna be able to get an evade, and they do in time. Luna still holding on to that ult despite the refresh on round start. Someone goes down. Cloco goes down. Not quite sure how that happened. Luna dashes in, has the core flip as well if they want to make an offensive or a defensive play. Kenzie dribbling it around, send it down into the corner. I'm a Scoliosis, able to pick it up. Back up and around. Max LC goes down to the Juliet after the flip. CatGPT 3 on a 6 KO streak. Okay, I'm Scoliosis, sends it up and around. Oh, down around the barrier, and Luna is back up, and despite the fact that the goalie went down, they managed to hold on to the barrier. Chlor, great primary to keep the barrier alive. Down to I'm Scoliosis. Kenzie with the flip, ready to make a play. Cloco commits the flip onto 3 people, maybe for damage, but ends up going down to the Juliet. This Juliet is an unstoppable KO machine. Beautiful dribble around the Juliet ult, but Julie finally picks up the barrier, sends it down into the corner. Dash committed by the Luna to save the goal. I'm Scoliosis almost has flip up, pass up to Cloco. We're in overtime, guys. These Juno Slimes are going to make this score go kind of quickly. Juno misses the flip, but so does the Drakkar. Hotshot Juno wins their next. Blabo coming up, down, around, into the Blabo, and into the barrier, just like I said. Oh, okay, Drakkar, rapid fire in the midfield, hard to deal with, but looking really, really good for the side of Pseudofim Rose Gold. Into the Juno Slime, big flip from Chlor. Max LC still has a flip of their own. Kiss gets back to their net. Cloco sends it in. Double flip committed, and Max LC just puts it in. Max LC has scored both goals this set.
Yeah, wow.
Don't mind the 1-1 score.
Yeah, accidents happen. But here we go, next kickoff. Luna drop, hit with Kenzie.
Instantly killed with the scarf with the 1-2 punch. Juliet kills that guy from the midfield line. He's way out there. Oh, Chlor clears it down to their barrier, but the quick strike is able to defend the second barrier. Max LC dribbles it into the corner away from Juliet. Core flip goes wide. Oh, Max LC's strike cooldown is not up in time. Send it around. Oh no, up into CatGPT in the corner, but they don't have the dash punch ready. Drakkar trying to make a play in the midfield to get it back to the Juliet. Amy turret trying to send it up and in, but it just expires because the timeless Drakkar took the turret duration away. Max LC getting in there, strike takes the barrier. This Luna is unstoppable. And now Cloco ready to wait out the airship, finally decides to flip, sends it around. Flip committed from Chlor 75. Up, back up to Cloakoak. Can Cloakoak get it past this Drakkar? Flip ready for Max LC. Sent it in with the flip, and Dealer's Choice sent it into the bottom corner. Well played by the Luna. Has now scored all 3 points this set.
Yeah, Max LC, top scorer in the building, absolutely popping off right now. What a great flip. Dash into flip, and with the core behind Chlor, what do you do?
And these extra special Luna ults are just doing an absolute number on goalie Div's side.
Max LC bearing specialized training, heavy impact, and Deadeye means that this ult is hitting 95% harder.
Julie has opted to just sit on the Luna and not let her play the game. But as I say that, both barriers are taken. Cloakoak almost sent it in, and I'm sent it in the bottom corner, and that's the game.
Oh,
an explosive
my God.
ending just out of nowhere. Well played by
Pseudofim
Pseudofim Rosegold.
And taking the dub.
Max LC played insane that game. What a game.
Yeah, what a dominant Luna goalie gamer.
That was crazy. Really, really well played. 34k damage, 4 KOs for the Luna, as well as most redirects in the game, and 2 goals on top of that.
Yeah, 10 KOs coming out from Cat GPT-3.
Yeah, but not quite enough. On a lot of those power plays, they weren't quite able to convert, and I think that was their downfall. They had the damage, they had the KOs, they had the means to get the numbers advantage, but unfortunately the most important number, their goals, weren't going up as quickly as those KOs were.
Yep, and Max LC scores, like you said, scoring 3 goals in that last set. 2 of them attributed to them on the stat screen. Really clutched up at the end.
All right.
Really great play.
Yeah, really impressed with everything from the side of Pseudofim Rosegold that game. Managed to hold it down after going down 2-1 in sets. A 3-0 set 4, a 3-1 set 5 that in some ways was a 4-0 set 5 if you ask me. I think just the awakenings from the side of Pseudofim Rosegold scaled a little too hard. It was just a little too much to deal with for goalie Div.
The Luna goalie got a little bit out of hand there.
And yeah, as we watch the highlights, we could just see an absolute highlight reel of Max LC either scoring on the enemy goal or on his own goal. Whoa! Camera angle jump scare. Oh my god. You guys like my Cheez-Its? That was awesome. Oh wait, I do have a food. I have a food item.
Yeah, hey, munch up. I cut the watermelon.
Yeah, you did cut the watermelon.
I come bearing a slice.
Alright, well, after those 3 games that we casted today, Ian, I believe they're going to be switching over to other casters with fewer watermelons. So do you have any goodbyes for the broadcast for our 121 viewers watching?
118 now. Forehead. No.
Oh, my bad.
No, I don't.
No, that's it? You're just gone?
like a cowboy into the sunset.
Like a cowboy into the sunset. Alright, well, I'm Josh or Carmella. That was a fun cast.
Oh my God.
Hi. And yeah, we're gonna be switching off casters now, so we're gonna be heading out. Thank you guys for watching, and we've got some more exciting games coming up. Okay, just because we're gone doesn't mean the show is over. So make sure to keep tuned as we go into the second half of the day.
Yep, still got plenty of big games. As this is a single elimination bracket, the games can only get better, in theory.
Very true.
Which is impressive because that last game that we watched was absolutely electric. How long can we stare at you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going out. Production is telling us to do an outro because we just got real quiet for a moment.
All right. Well, then this is our outro, our half-baked outro.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 2 of the Omega Strikers Amateur Series. We're here with 2 finale qualifier matches, the third place match that I believe will be happening, and also the final qualifier with the Redemption Bracket winner and the third place match winner. So yeah, I'm here with Evil Drew Danger. It's your first time on one of these broadcasts. How have you been doing?
I'm alive, briefly, though hopefully not briefly. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm freaking here.
So true.
I'm
Yeah.
hyped. I'm alive. I could do this briefly. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. The teams will have to figure out how to queue because we are searching for their game at the moment. And currently we are unsuccessful. But we should be loading in soon, and we are. And these 2 teams are 2 teams that we have seen before: Pseudofim Rose Gold and Challengers in Heart. So I don't know. I heard that you've been doing a little bit of research. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Pseudofim Rose Gold. I actually coached one of their members at one point, and it looked like their Luna popped off last time, so we might see a Luna ban by Challengers in Heart this game.
Yeah. Quite possible, as the Asher of Mama Anarchy on the side of Challengers in Heart is sure to be taken off the table as well. So it feels like we've seen Atlas's lab around 50 different times today already, but did you have any specific thoughts on, I think more specifically, the goalie performances? What do you think they'll pick? Do you think they'll mirror Dubu? What do you think is going to happen?
I think Dubu Mirror is possible, but I think it's probably going to be Aimee versus Dubu this game. And
Really?
I think Aimee is probably going to be the most interesting matchup because Aimee on this map is really strong, and the Aimee via Aimee Mirror is advantageous to the offensive Aimee. Oh, or maybe we don't see an Aimee.
Yeah, instead we are probably getting a Kai. It looks like Estelle. Lots of midfielders on the screen right now, I gotta say. We'll have to see what happens, but as we load in, it's all up to the starter awakenings. The new rotation is here. The Sparks are back, but this time it will be the extra specials versus the Catalysts, and this is immediately going to be quite the crazy game.
Yeah, extra special is really strong on this map, especially for Aimee. All the turrets let out so much pressure. Oftentimes you can get a lot of free barriers with them.
Yeah, a lot of power there. On the other side, the Catalyst, even though it's been nerfed in the most recent patch, still packs a lot of that power, especially when you're getting hit by a lot of projectiles. But as I say that, Cloak, Oak, and I'm a Scoliosis, the duo outplay is really coming into full force here. That's Mama Anarchy dribbling up, trying to get this last barrier. Scoliosis passing it up to Cloak Oak, but a great Giga Blast by Hungy manages to slip it all the way through. But on the other side, the Glitch Pop sneaks it onto the top side. And that's the first goal going to Pseudofim Rose Gold.
Yeah, it's just a really beautiful Glitch Pop, managing to hit it right into the goal net, right where the enemy goalie can't defend it. Just beautiful angle, beautiful timing.
All right, but and once again, these double midfielders, double projectile characters of Aimee and Estelle are really putting down so much pressure. Hungy facing a lot of pressure, but still holds onto the flip. We'll maybe have to use it soon, but no, the energy meters of Challengers in Heart are so full. Max LC, unfortunately, that Tofu Fortress is not what you want. An unfavorable ricochet, and well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Catalyst's weakest round is the first round. As we're getting into the second and third rounds, they're starting to build up flips, and it looks like it's putting a lot of pressure on the Maxwell.
Yeah, the energy buildup, like you were talking about, is coming up in full force as Icy Blue Sky is going to look for one. Defensive flip from Hungy, the top barrier taken, and Mama Anarchy keeping the core under control even afterwards. The second strike there from Icy Blue Sky as well. The flip is available to the top side, but a defensive flip by Max LC will keep the round going. And now another flip is coming up for Cloak Oak, who manages to open up all the barriers in the game. Patient strikes from Max LC. You're really seeing the goalie fundamentals here from someone who did it on the Luna, still is able to do it on the Dubu. The dribble up from Cloak Oak and Scoliosis, and the eject back from Hungy is enough to be there, but the strike is not.
Yeah, Hungy made a really good play going out there, but it just wasn't enough to stop the offense from 2 midfielders.
Yeah, and well, we'll have to see how this round progresses because the energy bars are not as high as for Challengers' Heart as maybe they wish. Hook down from Mama Anarchy is blocked by the Summer Assault. Firewall Sentry is still defended away. Hungy holding it down. That last barrier is what you need here, especially when Mama Anarchy gets one, gets two with the assistance of the Icy Blue Sky Magical Maelstrom. Trying to set it in here. Does have a flip to work with. Does have enough time to build up a lot of flips. But a KO! What? That killed? Drew. How?
It looks like the black hole was triggered and the arrow was right next to it. So unfortunately, they just happened to get AoE to death.
I can't believe it. Like, I thought they had more health than that, but apparently not. Strikecore won by Max LC to defend it for a little bit longer, but the flip will have to be expended from Hungy. Flip, oh, pulled down from Mama Anarchy, but doesn't pull the trigger on the flip in time. Ends up wasting it, still defended away by Max LC. Mama Anarchy in position, the KO, but the save by I'm a Scoliosis. Still keeping it alive with the Estelle primary as well. Trying to keep up some sort of offense to clear Scoliosis. Oh, but the eject back will defend the glitch pop sent out by Cloak Oak for a moment, but the Aimi is approaching yet again. The Estelle's in position and the barrage animation locks Hungy in for a little too long as Sudafim Rose Gold take the first set.
Yeah, double midfield gets to play like that. Even if you lose your goalie, you're so mobile. You can just come back and then go right forward. And this pressure was really wonderfully exerted by Cloak Oak and I'm a Scoliosis.
Yeah, and it will
this
be
draft, though, it looks like we might see a timeless Happy Star Jaime.
Yeah, quite possible here because, well, Rasmus. Oh, wait, no, doesn't opt for it? Dropping it down to the Dubu.
Prime time from Kai, though.
Yeah. And Kai denies it right back to legendary creation Kai deny. As, I don't know, who do you think's favored after this draft?
I think Pseudonym Rose Gold is a slightly more favorable draft here because Kai had to take Timeless, and they also have quite a good set of Awakenings. Primetime isn't exactly wasted on Aimi so much as Timeless is wasted a little bit on Kai.
Makes a lot of sense. And Sudafim Rose Gold is really going in here once again, keeping possession so well. Max LC rotating up on the top side to keep up the pressure. Manages to get a clear around Icy Blue Sky, but an awkward glitch pop means the top barrier will go down. But Max LC has consistently been patient enough. Expends the roll there to try and KO Mama Anarchy, who does stay alive for the moment. The combo will not send in the right direction, but the strikes are still there. And the Tofu Fortress will secure the KO. The follow-up from Scoliosis will take the barrier. And once again, Sudafim Rose Gold are in such a favorable situation. Flip expended by Hungy, trying to get the defense here. Sending it to the center, but predicted by I'm a Scoliosis. And the coordinated offense, it just feels unending from Sudafim Rose Gold. Challengers in Heart need to find some coordinated clear to break out of it. But as the next round starts up, it's a little bit awkward here. The round start as Scoliosis sends the core backwards. Mama Anarchy is in position, but is still defended away by Max LC. And the health bars of Mama Anarchy and Icy Blue Sky could be threatened here as the center comes back up. But right now, Cloak Oak jumping in, getting the barrier. And once again, the offense from Sudafim Rose Gold pulled away by Mama Anarchy for the moment. But a non-redirect, just a straight shot from I'm a Scoliosis to the bottom corner. And Drew, like, what can Challengers in Heart do here?
There's not a lot you can do against that. If you walk too far out as a goalie when the enemy team has flip, sometimes you can get punished for it, and that's just a prime example of it. Sometimes things just don't go your way, sometimes you get checkmated.
Yeah, and once again, this extra special, as you said, so powerful here that turret round start to Dubu, having the Tofu Fortress as insurance every single time. This feels so overwhelming, even against another powerful start, the full Catalyst. But passing plays coming out. Icy Blue Sky dribbling on the top side as Mama Anarchy tries to stay alive, but an amazing clear. Manages to get it out. The KO on the goalie might be deadly here. Passing play up to Mama Anarchy with the primary, with the flip. Still defended away by Cloak Oak. The glitch pop will stall at the center. Exploding will stall it even further. Max LC respawns. And that just has to feel so bad if you're Challengers in Heart. That was the power play you needed to take control of the set, but now your barrier is down. The Tofu Fortress blocks your flip, and the mental, just, I don't know, this is looking hopeless, but a great shot turns it around, keeps them alive, keeps the set alive, and maybe Challengers in Heart have a chance.
Yeah, that's another example of double midfielders just popping off. You have so much damage, so much defense, and you can just walk back and walk forward with so many blinks. A lot of that pressure was exerted by challengers and Heart, but at the end of the day, Anarchy ended up getting killed for it.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Firewall Sentry isn't as solid as they would have liked there. Both barriers open, Mama Anarchy in position, but a great roll by Max LC. Now passing plays up, pulled down, but it is not down enough, and it's just blocked away by the Dubu's massive strike hitbox. Roll forward flip available. Waited a little bit too long, but the follow-up from Mama Anarchy will be enough to send us to a 0.5.
Yeah, that's really tough to deal with, especially since Challengers and Hearts is just now getting flips. They're starting to scale, they're starting to run into this game, and they're starting to get a lot of value out of their abilities.
Yeah, but right now the positioning from Scoliosis and Cloak I really like, because they're really positioning to back each other up. Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy right now need to find a way out of this. The flip from Scoliosis goes wide. No one can get a hand on it for 5 bounces. And now Max LC in a bit of a sticky situation, has to defend. Somehow the core makes it out at the top side safely. The flip is here though. Forges will block it. Particle Accelerator a little bit, but not enough to create an own goal for the moment. Mama Anarchy in position, has the primary, but the hit stun is not enough. And now it is Cloak Oak and Scoliosis' chance to hold this midfield down. The passing plays, the glitch pop stolen away from Mama Anarchy for a moment. One strike war against the barrage, and all the barriers are down. The log will steal it away from the Rasmus. An attempt on Hungy, and the missile propulsion special, the Crystal Thorns from downtown, absolutely robbing Hungy.
Yeah, at the start of that round didn't look like Challenger's Heart had too much of a chance to win that set, but they managed to take the momentum at 0.4. Kind of unfortunate they didn't get sniped by Stealth Horns though.
Yeah, and now they take away the egos from the Catalyst team, but this does leave up a lot of power picks for the side of Challengers in Heart. Anything that you're really looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, Sparks are back in rotation. None of the Sparks have really shown up yet, so there's always a chance one of these teams takes Sparks Strength here, though it doesn't look like it got taken. 1-2 punch is also really freaking solid, so we're going to see a lot of red core movement speed once the core hits overtime.
Yeah, the 1-2 buff was definitely one of the more interesting things that happened. Made it a pseudo hotshot a little bit. We'll see Mama Anarchy's follow-ups on the core. Maybe they'll be the difference maker here, but for now, Cloak Oak and I'm a Scoliosis still doing their game plan. This time, it is sent away by Icy Blue Sky, and an opportunity for Mama Anarchy, but stopped pixels away from the barrier by Max LC yet again. This Dubu has been the MVP going. Mama Anarchy unable to get the redirect onto the barrier, and that is huge. The opportunity is now gone, and Cloak Oak's in position. No, still defended away by Hungy, sent back by Icy Blue Sky, and the flip is available, but it is still blocked away. Mama Anarchy has the flip, needs to stay alive here. The primary goes wide, but the KO will come through regardless. And now it is time for the glitch pop, sends it around Hungy, not what they expected there. Scoliosis trying to dribble it, stalling out time, but the speed from Icy Blue Sky helps in winning that strike war. And once again, overtime strikes. The Dubu log sends it 3 million miles an hour, and Hungy cannot reach it in time. Sudafim Rose Gold are just 2 goals away.
Yeah, sometimes that Dubu log just gets the demon angle for your team. Just trying to use it to back up a primary, or to back up a strike war probably, and just end up taking the goal instead.
Yeah. We see so many of those moments, right? It's like 1 second into overtime, an ability strikes the core and just goes 3 million miles an hour out of nowhere in an otherwise slower game. But the flip up blocked by the magical maelstrom, but flip is available for Scoliosis. Tries to catch Hungy's reaction time, but Max LC's log is there. He walked across the map, set it down, and Hungy was not ready for that additional pressure. 1 goal stands between Sudafim Rose Gold and qualifying for the OSAS finale. Now it's getting a little intense as the Firewall Sentry comes through. Mama Anarchy trying to make something happen here, but Hungy on the backside trying to do that pass up to the Giga Blast, but all the barriers are open. Flip will have to be expended, still blocked away by Scoliosis, who is lurking, unable to get the goal there, but yet another opportunity, finding ways to pass across the map. Mama Anarchy almost taken off, but barely living on a pixel, still surviving, and maybe this could be it, getting both barriers. This goal is so necessary for challengers in Heart. The pass is there, but the scoring attempt will not get past Max LC, who has been so good so many times before. Mama Anarchy taken off the field. Striker advantage for Sudafim Rose Gold. Cloak going in, but it is defended away. One more pass. Barrage is expended. Cloak Oak in position, wins the strike war, top corner, and Sudafim Rose Gold will qualify.
Yeah, Sununum Road Peels just played that really well. They got a lot of damage out of their abilities. They got a lot of passive damage because they had double midfield. And the enemy team just kind of collapsed. Their challengers in Heart took a lot of damage. Rasmus ended up dying a couple times. They managed to run away with a couple of points.
Yeah, just well played. The midfield control, and most importantly, I think, the awareness to play as a team on the offense. Very, very cohesive offensive pressure that kept repeating itself because challengers in Heart could not find a way out. Really made the difference. And we'll be seeing them in the finale. Congratulations. As we look into the replays, Drew, I just want to get your general thoughts on this patch. You were, I remember, before Orbs, or sometime around that time, you were a big supporter of Sparks.
Yeah, Sparks give a lot of value and they stack really well. So if you see like one Spark in a draft, you can oftentimes just guarantee to pick up one or two more and just get so much value. Like even if you look at it right now, like Spark of Agility, I think, gives more speed than Peak Performance pretty much ever does all on its own. And then it scales really freaking hard as well.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be seeing those pickups, especially since the orb scaling pick has been removed, leaving room for people to sort of pick a Spark and pray. But that one replay, that clip where Max LC set a log inside the goal box of challengers in Heart, and that second to last goal was just brutal. Okay, well, that's it for the first game, but we're moving right on to the second one, which is Winton from Overwatch versus Subscribe to InCanon on twitch.tv, or just Twitch. And these are two teams that have been in a similar situation a lot of times before. Two teams that have a lot of experience in this OSAS competition, especially the later stages of it. But the real question is, which one of them will qualify here, because they've both made it to the final stage and fallen just short. Alright, Drew, another question for you. Do you know any of these players? Any scouting reports on them?
From Winston from Overwatch, I recognize Count Swagula. I believe they were a Julie player who got quite a few. Oh, wait, is it over what?
Over what?
Okay. Yeah, I recognize Count Swagula from solo queue. I've actually seen him a couple of times. He's really good at getting kills on Julie. Probably one of the better Julie players out there. I'm quite excited to see how this game plays out.
Yeah. And they should be getting into game shortly as the code has been sent. Really interested to see how these two teams stack up, because I don't think they've played each other in tournament before. They've just played other teams that they've either beaten on their path to the final match or unfortunately have not made it there today. But this time, the only team that stands in the way of these two teams is each other here, as the loser still gets one more chance, but the winner books their ticket, so definitely want to do it here instead of having to play two more matches.
Yeah, one of these teams will finally get to escape the OSAS tournament scheme, and the other then might have to keep playing at least one more match.
Yeah, but we are on Inky Splash Zone with the water guns, with the octopi, and with a bit of a kill comp being hovered by Subscribe to InCanon.
Yeah, this is definitely not scary to deal with. You definitely aren't going to die to this comp. This comp looks legit. You aren't going to die to it, ever. Believe me.
As Zentaro gets banned, but Lunavice and now a Drakara being hovered. Kazan goalie from Death Penalty. Any thoughts on that one?
I have never seen Kazan goalie. He's usually played as a forward because his closed umbrella strike hitbox is considered slightly weak from a goalie standpoint. Though I could see it being used to block passes or doing some other fancy plays.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. A much more standard composition on the side of Winton from Overwatch, especially on Inky Splash Zone, where you kind of expect a goalie like Asher and midfielders like Rasmussen and Stell to kind of commit to that core control playstyle, as Mike Mart has shown that they can be a wall, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, quite a lot of damage from both teams here, although one thing that is quite interesting is the Kazan goalie is running Powerhouse Pauldrons, which is quite a rare goalie gear to pick. Most goalies end up taking Strike Shot, Eject Button, or Momentum Boots.
Yeah, definitely. I can see how it is very helpful on a character like the Kazan, but unfortunately there, it only made him easier to KO off the back of the net from the snipe by Vamp. And Vamp 1718 Iyer got to meet him real life at the Philly LAN, but I did not expect that to KO. This guy does not have any damage awakenings, only a peak performance. Monumentalist peak was the start. Pretty vanilla of a start if I've ever seen one, honestly. Not something that's crazy game-changing. No runes to really abuse the Monumentalist here. But Death Penalty's using that Kazan strike quite well, as Battling Bacon just absolutely battles the Dorito from Mike Mart and wins. And the juice is there as well to help out. All evened up after 2 goals.
Yeah, oftentimes you can use that juice to back up your offense, or to even just get onto offense by hitting it into the juice. And it's just really tough for goalies to handle.
Right, Vamp trying to abuse Estelle on this map, trying to catch Death Penalty off guard, but Killabear, that Monumentalist Firewall Sentry, is quite scary here. The juice passing to Vamp, and this is why a lot of top players dislike this map. Unfortunately, it's a little boring when the water cannon kind of sends it like that and you just hit it in.
Yeah, Winton from Overwatch is doing a really good job of getting this barrier. They aren't just hitting it straight at the goalie. They're making sure to go around, hit the sides of the barrier that are weak first. And they're managing to get it a lot very early on. And that seems to be contributing to a lot of their pressures to score that point there.
Yeah, really good passing play there too. Kind of sort of baiting the top angle, kind of baiting a little bit of a play with the water as well, instead opting to just go for the direct core flip pass. And well, if it works, as they are now rewarded with a lot of picks here. What would you pick here? Twin Drive?
Honestly, I think, yeah, Twin Drive is just really solid to take on a style, especially on this map, because you can oftentimes just pass it to your secondary. And it also denies the Kazan, because the Kazan forwarded on Twin Drive quite a bit. Although I'm not too sure how a goalie would like it.
Interesting that the Rasmus opted for Castellast over Primetime, as they are playing very core control. That additional primary, especially for the Drakkar, is a little scary. I think Count Swagyo would have wanted that instead, but I don't know. Maybe they've got the Juliet kill gene in them still, so maybe they're looking to put on a bit more late game damage and not be reduced by that new reworked Primetime. But as we say that, the passing plays are coming out. Battling Bacon beat out by Mike Mart in the Strike War. Vamp with the snipe, not even staying very faithful to his desires there, as Count Swagyo prepares to strike it in, but is unable to. Barely, and a redirect by Killabear with the glitch pop will be enough for the first goal of the set.
Yeah, it's just a great redirect, and honestly a great play by Death Penalty there to primary it into the waterfall so it takes longer to come out. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason Count Swagyo's primary didn't actually hit the core and send it right in.
Yeah, great stall there, but Vamp is prepared here. The juice comes out, sent up to Count Swagyo, but another good defense from Death Penalty, and maybe this Kazan is like a real pick on this map, because Death Penalty has been using that open primary quite well.
Yeah, I honestly didn't expect like Kazan to work super well on this map, but like this actually seems pretty strong. You can just block off the waterfall, oftentimes just with your primary and open umbrella. It seems really tough to deal with as enemy forward.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a passing play forming. The KO is there as well. Death Penalty does get it to Killabear. Bit of a demon angle attempted, but it is still defended away from, as Vamp will sneak it right through the hook. Unfortunate for Death Penalty, but if you're Winton from Overwatch, you're kind of breathing a sigh of relief, because it got scary for a moment with the flip. But as the round starts up again, Battling Bacon trying to play the round start. Vamp looking for an early barrier, but no, it stalls out. The turret is back up, and now it's Killabear going in for the offense. Sent away by Vamp, but it misses the barrier barely. And Vamp will have to go in again. That twin drive doing wonders. Pulled up by the hook, but interrupted by the Drakkar over and over again. The shotgun is there, but Mike Mart's clears are better. And Vamp just this time waits, lines up the primary. And this water cannon could be huge here, but that penalty's there. No, strikes a little bit too early. And
yeah, great play by great play by Vamp there. They managed to line up the primary instead of running straight for the core, and then they managed to time a perfectly placed special just to score it on death penalty.
Yeah, battling Bacon though. Whoa, speed running 4-second goal wins the strike war. Heads up and just strikes it around Mike Mart, who doesn't use the flip, and suddenly we're on 0.5.
Yeah, a lot of that has to deal with slick kicks, giving battling Bacon quite a bit of speed to just run around and try to bully the enemy goalie. And yeah, it's kind of what happens.
Yeah, and Winton's going to have to score this quick because the water cannon's up on the other side. The juice is activated. Mike Mart has to run away from that corner, stalled out by Count Swagula, trying to send it to Vamp, but the shotgun is there. Flip will have to be used. Vamp in position. The long strike saves it for now. Killabear now heading up, sent away by Mike Mart, but that front clear will not be enough after the redirect, and it's all evened up in sets.
Yeah, great play by death penalty there. Just managed to win the 1v2 and get it to a 2v1 on Mike Mart there. And his team managed to clutch it out and score.
I'm personally looking at that newly buffed heavy impact. That cooldown reduction is ridiculous now. Already good on the Aimi, will offer to build different instead. Does not want Mike Mart getting additional size on that Asher. But that means the heavy impact falls to Vamp 17-18 Ire as the Drakkar going for a little bit of sparking, but it's a little bit late. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 sparks have already passed in the previous draft. This looks a bit tough to start sparking. You got 1 left, and that can very easily be denied from you. If the enemy team even wants to deny it, I'm pretty sure it's resilience that's left.
Yeah, especially not having agility up, but no agility required. Stays in the perfect spot, scoops it out of the water, and that is battling Bacon with another quick goal. 7 seconds on the timer.
Yeah, that was a really good play. Count Swagula to get the barrier, but unfortunately it just gets in the waterfall, and then it's just GG's sometimes. There's just not much you can do against it.
And then once again, battling Bacon, this time winning an invisible strike war. Visible on our screens, but not on the side of Winton from Overwatt. Now Mike Mart sending it through the water. Once again blocked away by death penalty, but the umbrella didn't have enough hits that time, and it goes down to Vamp for the goal.
Yeah, that's just a beautiful primary by Vamp. Sometimes the enemy goalie has to run straight towards the core. It'll just go in the net. And that's one of the best times to line up in a style primary because they have to walk into it. There's no other play for them to make.
Yeah, and now it's getting a little bit rough for this Kazan goalie if Vamp can continually make those plays here. But right now, expending the primary to send it up. Death penalty this time zooming across the map. The Dorito sent out from Mike Mart will clear it away for a moment as battling Bacon rushes back, almost gets the barrier, sent away by Mike Mart to the top side. Follow-up from Count Swagula is enough, and this time it will be death penalty, forced to make hard saves as once again the situation repeats itself, but Killabear manages to get it out for now. The hook back from Count Swagula, almost getting it, but the long strike from death penalty will be enough to send it away. And battling Bacon once again trying to make the magic happen like they did previously, winning the strike war, not the second one unfortunately, as once again the situation repeats itself. Killabear forced to make a save. Battling Bacon in position, Killabear with the flip, and Mike Mart can't save those. Great angle coming out for the flip.
Yeah, I think the most important thing there is that Killabear flipped in the middle of the map instead of close to one of the edges. When you flip in the middle, you've top, bottom, and there's just too many things for the goalie to cover. When you flip on the edge, all you have to do is cover all the angles to the bottom half of the goal, top half of the goal.
Yeah, and once again, battling Bacon looking to make the magic happen here. Mike Mart, though, defending with that primary over and over again, winning the strike war this time, getting it away, almost contacting the barrier, but just enough time to hit it away once again. The pass splitter comes out, but Mike Mart has used so many cooldowns, but as I say that, Vamp gets a barrier on the other side. Mike has flipped for insurance. The juice is there, and Vamp will just sneak it right by on the bottom side.
Yeah, the Kazan open primary didn't seem to stop that one. It just went right through, right to Vamp, and it just got scored.
And flip economy looking quite good for Winton on this critical round, final round of the set that decides the lead here. And having those flips available, so important. Waits for the strike from death penalty, sends it right through, no contest, as Count Swigo is close to a flip as well. The car gets sent off the map, and the primary will be the death sentence for Subscribe to Cannon, as now it is Winton one set away with a favorable draft pick order here, as Mike Mart will look to lock it down even more on defense.
Yeah, Fire Up and Catalyst are showing their heads, while Stacks on Stacks and Quick Strikes. A lot of good awakenings here for Mike Mart to take.
Yeah, I was looking at the stacks, I was looking at the Catalyst, but Catalyst definitely super valuable when that Drakkar is hitting you a lot with those shotgun pellets. You get a lot of free energy refund as well. And Fire Up.
More than,
what were we going to say?
Even more than that, we have Catalyst Fire Up on the side, or Catalyst Egoist on the side of Mike Mark. So he's double value out of the Catalyst compared to normal, if not close to triple, because it stacks with Egoist.
Yeah, definitely a very scary Asher now, especially getting hit like that. The meter jumps up. Mike Mart doesn't want to be taking that much damage, but the Stagger Swagger will hold him through all of that, regenerating to full with the help of the orb as well. Look at the bar on Mike Mart. That's just ridiculous, as the top barrier is still not taken. Finally, Vamp will get it on the follow-up, and death penalty does not have a strike in time. There's the downside of the long strike that you were talking about.
Yeah, what we're going to see a lot here is Mike Mart just getting Egoist running up and then flipping and scoring despite being a goalie himself. He just gets so much movement speed and so much pressure with Egoist Catalyst to get both the flips and the speed to run up and strike.
Yeah, and Vamp in a bit of an open field, has a lot of cooldowns to work with as well to try and box out death penalty, but this time will not be successful. Battling Bacon, trying to get a snipe with the Molten Bolt. Mike Mart pushing up, double KO by Killer Bear, and they are immediately punished for clumping up on the top side. That was brutal.
It's even better because we just reset the energy on Mike Mart, who had Egoist Catalyst about to proc. So now this next round isn't going to be as brutal for them as it normally would have been if they didn't get that kill.
Oh, and another 4-second goal on the side of Subscribe to Cannon. If this was a speed run, that's pretty optimal. But another bit of a mental reset, and that fast goal was so crucial, right? Because that round wasn't enough time. Even if it was lost, Mike Mart would have enough time to build up a lot of energy, but because it was a 4-second round, Mike Mart does not have a full energy bar. This is a big chance for Subscribe to Cannon to push a lead here. Death penalty does have flip as well. Killer Bear as well won't even need to use it, as a great angle to the bottom side will even up the sets. We're heading to a set 5.
Yeah, Subscribe to Cannon played really well around the Catalyst Egoist. Even though they let it build up in the first point, they managed to get a kill in the second, and then just continued to bring it home. Just not ever letting Mike Mart get energy to play around his win con.
Yeah, I like that swap. Timeless 2 extra. There's not really that much contest on the Timeless later on, so getting the extra special I think is much higher value. And Missile Propulsion. It's a hard deny for Vamp, right? Because Missile, Hotshot, and Rapid are all up for that Drakkar to feast on.
Looks like the last spark is shown here as well, and Drakkar didn't end up even taking it. Took Missile Prop over it, which is probably better since Drakkar has Primetime Missile Prop now. He can start bullying Mike Mart, especially with the just strike primary. It's really tough defending us.
Yeah, and Battling Bacon has been so efficient with those strikes, already taking the barrier, and this Imiter will be here every single round. But Vamp on the other side, making it happen, hitting Killer Bear for a moment. Count Swagula in position, and death penalty cannot get to the bottom side in time, and Winton take the lead yet again. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward, but if Battling Bacon and Killer Bear can replicate their success, and they definitely can, right? Battling Bacon has so many cooldowns to work with. That Imiter's going to be up every single round, but this time it's the Pat Splitter from Mike Mart. That Monumental is Timeless, looking massive as Mike Mart manages to get the defense, but Vamp isn't there to cover the bottom side of the barrier. We'll have to keep possession here, but the juice is interrupted by the primary of Count Swagula, still cleared away by death penalty. Mike Mart has to flip here, manages to get it past for the moment, but the offense of Winton needs to get this barrier quickly as another flip comes out. Mike Mart dashes down, and it's all evened up yet again.
It's beautiful for the team of Subscribe to Cannon, especially since Killer Bear is coming close to 100 stacks of stacks on stacks. We can start seeing a lot of movement speed plays. We can start seeing a lot of these fast goals. And what these fast goals are doing is they're stopping Mike Mart from building up energy and playing for his win con of Catalyst Egoist, just third forwarding for his team.
Yeah, Mike Mark caught out of position. Death Penalty will get the save. The juice is there as well. And the blink will not connect. Death Penalty will have to pass it back to Killer Bear. Sent away by Vamp. Yet again, the flip from Mike Mart is blocked. The slow core will roll in. And subscribe to InCannon on Twitch are 1 goal away from qualification.
Yeah, Mike Murray made a great play there, recognizing that it was a 2v3 and you have to just commit to offense and pray you win it. But unfortunately, it didn't pay off this time as Killer Bear and Battling Bacon managed to win the strike war and get it past this flip.
Yeah, and Battling Bacon hits it around the passive barrier of Mike Mark, but the barrier on the other side is taking a little bit of a chance for Winton. They need this goal now as the juice is there. Vamp is in position, still blocked away by Death Penalty. Vamp blinks back to try and cover. The glitch pop is patiently waited for by Mike Mark. Strike war won by Vamp, looking for an offensive opportunity here, but Killer Bear will send it away. The pass splitter will buy a lot of time, but Battling Bacon is running in. The firewall sentry as well. The flip is available and it will be blocked by the lock and load from Battling Bacon as subscribe to InCannon take the victory.
Yeah, last second shotgun there by Battling Bacon. Not much you can do about it unless you strike earlier, which wasn't really possible because of all the pressure being exerted by subscribe to InCannon. And unfortunately, Mike Mark just got checkmated, and that was the last point.
Yeah, really, really well played as now Winton will have to face the roster of challengers in Heart for the 3rd place match in the Redemption Final. It's a little tough, I gotta say, but really well played from subscribe to InCannon. The individual outplays were there. They weren't as much, they didn't use the Inky Water as much as Winton did, but I think the way they played around the map itself, in terms of the barrier shapes and the general, I guess, game plan, was really, really good from them.
Yeah, I felt like subscribe to the InCannon kind of figured out how to play against the waterfall, but didn't quite play with it quite as much as when from Overwatch did. Still Overwatch fan. So yeah, a lot of the value that Win from Overwatch was getting from playing around the InCannon very aggressively on offense was getting denied by Kazan Open Umbrella Primary. It's just really unexpected.
Yeah, really, really well played in that aspect. And how do I put it? No, I'm not gonna put it. We're going as soon as possible to the next match, which is the Redemption Round 1, where Challengers in Heart will face off against Winton from Overwatch very shortly. There will be no break. Drew, can you think of something to talk about? Because I'm lost.
Sure. Let's talk about orbs getting removed and how over freaking powered they were while they were in existence. Yeah. So, Orb Dancer by base gives 40% move speed, roughly 1/3 of the match time. And if we were to compare this to like Stacks on Stacks, which gives like 33%, then depending on the game length, could be like 1/5 of full power versus like 4/5 of full power. Like you could pretty much compare those two as almost equal just from base Orb Dancer. And then it gets 10 stacks. And then you can pick up 2 orbs. And then you have Orb Replicator, which has to be denied and no one wants it. This is freaking broken. This is way too freaking strong.
Right. We are still waiting a little bit for the apparently the Redemption Ladder something #1 team being brought in. I'm not quite sure about the details. They'll figure it out, but Drew, what are your thoughts on, I guess, the current rotation of the draft, right, as a whole, with all the changes? Any power picks to watch out for? Anything that got stronger, got weaker?
Yeah, I think Heavy Impact, for one, has gotten a lot stronger. Previously, we've seen even Atlas, who doesn't have a single impact in his kit, take it just for the cooldown reduction. And that got buffed, which is freaking amazing for the people who don't really take it for the impacts. We saw the Estelle take it, not sure if it was the last game or the game before, but you just have so many multi-hits. You're just getting so much value other than just the impact. You're getting so much cooldown reduction. Other than that, we have sparks in rotation right now, which means you can just pick up 1 spark if it's a solo spark and force the enemy team to deny you, especially if it's something like Spark Agility, which is known to just have better stats than its counterpart, Peak Performance.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of more for the next patch. What's the next talking topic? Save me?
Just Atlas res yourself, honestly.
You know what? I'll do it. I believe in myself. All I need to do is wait for them to kill me. And not mess it up. Hopefully.
Oh wait, okay, they were talking. It was my bad. I thought we need to bring in redemption. Whatever. Vamp is talking in Uwu speak in the match chat, and this is not. Okay, well.
Language of the Uwu is the strongest language. Maybe they'll be able to win with the Uwu power.
Alright, so the matchup is Challengers in Hard versus Winden from Overwatch. It is 3rd place game, best of 1. Challengers in Hard seed. There we go. Apply. We're chilling.
You can just tell Zaya's just doing something back and it's like
Cute.
typing it to the players while simultaneously setting the match stats. It's just like, oh my god, I gotta get this all done while constantly keep stream entertained. It's difficult.
Yeah, I have Drew with me. Drew will carry the entertainment.
I'll carry the entertainment. Hopefully.
Okay, well, there we go. Unfortunately, I couldn't zoom in enough for it to be an iCam like yours, but we're on to a bit of a classic, Oni Village, the map where a lot of crazy games have been played. This will definitely be one of them at the very least, as these are two teams that have been chasing that OSAS finale for quite a while. Well, Winden from Overwatch has been chasing it since months ago, since Omega Strikers Amateur Series Season 1, and they'll smartly ban away the Asher. Any thoughts about Asher? That character's a little strong.
I think the Asher ban is fine. What I think would have been more interesting, though, is if quietly searches for team name. If Challengers in Heart ended up banning away the Estelle, because Estelle is known to be a power play on Oni Village. You have a lot of midfield control, and your Rose Thorns can oftentimes just take barriers for free in completely unexpected ways. Oh, it looks like it's going to be an Estelle mirror, though. Which is quite interesting.
Both teams having Estelle players, and that's the interesting thing about Estelle, right? In a vacuum, her kit, I guess, isn't that powerful. She's been nerfed. Her cooldowns are long. But there are so many maps where Estelle is incredibly good on in terms of barrier layout. So that's why she keeps seeing play over and over, as it is a Stacks and Primetime start. Vamp opting for Primetime, Hungy opting for Primetime, everyone else wanting those pancakes, as Stacks does warp the game so much in terms of who can keep up with the core, especially on a map like Oni Village.
Yeah, I think the Estelle Stacks versus Estelle Primetime is probably going to be the game maker here. Because Estelle with Stacks can just hold the enemy pass so well. They can midfield so hard. They can transition to offense so quickly. But the Estelle with Primetime can just deliver so much pressure to the enemy goalie. And it's just who's going to be able to get more value out of what and how. I think that is probably going to be the deciding factor for a lot of these points.
Yeah, great defense from Hungy is coming out on the top side. Vamp trying to interrupt in the middle, but strike wars are not won, as Icy Blue Sky is looking for that bottom left barrier. Counswago with the pass up to Vamp will still be unable to get it, and both goalies are holding on. Mike Mar with the strike against the spin of Mama Anarchy, and this is just wild. Both goalies are holding, but finally Vamp gets a hand on it with the primary. Has a flip as well. That redirect goes directly to the goalie, but Counswago finds the angle into the bottom of the net from the midfield, and that is the Oni Village speed.
Yeah, this is an overwhelming start for Winden from Overwatch. I had to freaking check the team again. I'm so bad at this. Because Counswago almost has fully stacked stacks on stacks now. He can actually start bullying Hungy, the enemy goalie, and just start running around him.
Whoa! Okay, that was... That point is GIF material. That is a material to be posted in the Omega Strikers channel of the official Omega Strikers Discord, because Vamp and Hungy just both missed the core. Hungy just ran to the top barrier to protect one and then lost it anyway. Oh no. That's not what you want to see if your challenge is in hard. They do trade barriers here. The secondary of Mike Mart is unfortunately a little bit off target and the pressure is coming through. But once again, great defense from Mike Mart and Hungy. Unfortunately cannot hold on. Vamp has a lot of cooldown still remaining to work with. Icy Blue Sky using that stacks like you talked about, just blocking the clear angle over and over, but eventually it gets out. Vamp is in position, looking for the snipe, looking to keep possession, but Count Swagyo cannot get a hand on it, cannot get a strike. Pass down, Count Swagyo in position, but no, Hungy gets it a little bit too fast. Has the Giga Blast away from the dash punch as well. Pass up interrupted by Icy Blue Sky. That stacks on stacks doing a lot of work in the midfield. Set up to the top side, blocked by the flip of Hungy and Drew. This is scary.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this point plays out.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see, as Icy Blue Sky does have the flip, doesn't even need it. Mike Mart's expanse not on target, as an amazing angle up the top side. Mike Mart was not expecting that one, reading a bit of a passing play to Mama Anarchy, but whoa.
Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy have both just reached 100 stacks of stacks on stacks at the end of that last round. If you thought the speed was overwhelming before, it's going to become twice as much now. And this could just be a reverse set sweep for them.
Yeah, as long as they can hold on right here. Count Swagyo is a little bit scary, lurking in the midfield, lurking to try and get something done, but Vamp cannot connect so far. If Icy Blue Sky can find one opportunity to the wide open Mama Anarchy, but no, is taken off the map. Finally, huge opportunity for this Rasmus. Needs to keep control of the core, but Mike Mart does not clear lazily enough. Hungy back with the eject button, barely makes it back in time as they hold on for the Icy Blue Sky respawn. The snipe is there. Count Swagyo gets the dash punch against the barrage. The slight delay on it really made the difference there, as winning from Overwatt. It was looking a little shaky, but they managed to clean up the set.
Yeah, that was a great play by Count Swagyo to find the kill. Icy Blue Sky was looking for the core there, and as such just couldn't see the Julie just lurking right above them. And that kill just reset stacks and just freaking bullied for the rest of the point. Although we are getting the draft here, and we're going to see Big Fish taken by Juliet. Probably the strongest awakening for Juliet in this draft, and also denies Rasmus.
Yeah, Spark of Strength, a bit of a sleeper pick here. Only one Spark in this draft, so looking a bit towards the future for more. And with peak performance being as weak as it is, might be definitely be preferable to try and get that scaling.
Yeah, if we can see some longer points and some more contact from Icy Blue Sky and Mommy Anarchy, we are going to see the stacks on stacks start to pay off and start to get a lot of barriers and start to get a lot of value. But so far, it's just been a defensive battle, and they haven't been able to get too many touches on it.
This time, they get two barriers early. Hungy manages to get the clear away, as well as Mama Anarchy goes for a bit of a mix-up, but unfortunately, it does not pay off, as it is slightly missed. As once again, Icy Blue Sky, a lot of speed being built up in these long points. As you said, a lot of touches on the ball coming out for all of them, as Hungy still manages to defend, holding on. So valuable here. The eject is a little bit misguided, but the barrage will be able to send it away from the flame flurry of Count Swagyo, who almost has flip. Pass up from Mama Anarchy, looking for a bit of a snipe angle with Icy Blue Sky. A lot of good ideas for challengers in heart, and this time Mama Anarchy will keep it simple, send it to the top side.
Yeah, when you get in the middle like that, just like what I talked about with flips, it's just really hard for the goalie to defend. You just have too many angles. Unless they have a lot of speed to either cut you off initially, or if they have a cooldown to stop you, it's just impossible to stop. And Mommy Anarchy just took full value out of that. It just took the goal.
Oh, but Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy speedrunning the barriers on this one. The flip from Vamp is blocked. Mike Mart clears down. Directly to Icy Blue Sky is not what you want here. And challengers in heart are turning up the heat.
Yeah, this is looking really good for them. They already, like, they're building stacks on stacks. They win the longer this goes on. And they already took the first 2 points, but they should be weaker on. And this set seems really tough for
yeah,
names.
Winton from Overwatch.
To take back.
As Count Swagyo does have flip, can look to try and get this here. Hungy can't strike it in time, but the barriers are all evened up. The follow-up so good from Icy Blue Sky, as Vamp this time is the one who gets the snipe. Keeps Winton from Overwatch in this set, but it's a bit of a long road ahead still, especially with the stacks.
Yeah, great snipe from Vamp. Prime Time's actually paying off quite a bit here. And Count Swagyo also got 100 stacks on stacks there, so we could see a reverse set sweep especially if they manage to find a kill here.
Oh, just as you said it, the fully stacked Icy Blue Sky is taken off the map, completely reset, and this time it is Count Swagyo with all the speed, does not even need any dash punch follow-up on that one. Massive swing. How did you predict that?
Yeah, I mean, once Count Swagyo got all the speed, it's just really tough to predict where he is. I mean, if you're looking at the core and you're trying to win a 50, it's really tough to see a really fast Juliet coming at you from your blind spot. It's just looking for that dash punch.
Yeah, but good defense by Hungy to save that top barrier. Mama Anarchy gets the second one, almost a goal, but Mike Mart has the flip to defend. And the core is stolen away from Count Swagyo by Icy Blue Sky for a moment. Once again, going for another dribbling play. Dash punch will be enough. Vamp is trying to get into position. As the eject button, he's too far, but manages to get back in time. The strike war won by Count Swagyo, but it will not be enough against the defense of Hungy. Mama Anarchy dribbling top side, making something happen here. Flip from Hungy is still available to defend against Vamp. The snipe is slightly off target, but Count Swagyo with the dash punch has enough coverage. And Winted, from the jaws of defeat, they are cementing so far a 2-0 set lead.
Yeah, stacks on stacks for my thing's freaking bugged. Count Swagula ended up managing to get them a couple of kills, and then they just snowballed the rest of the set. It looks like Awakenings here, we're seeing Spark Fragility getting taken, we're seeing Heavy Impact get taken. Both Awakenings, which just either recently gotten buffed or recently gotten added to the game. And this is certain to spice up the mix, because now they have to deny Sparks from Count Swagula. And they have to deny Sparks while ahead, because if we're going to get more drafts, Count Swagula can't be first pick, because Challengers and Heart are going to have first pick for themselves.
Yeah. And now Count Swagula, that Spark of Agility, a lot of upfront speed to use while stacking up those stacks on stacks. And now they are even more of a menace. Kind of lurking on the top side, looking for another KO to swing the game perhaps. But so far, just playing it slow, looking for openings onto that top barrier. Passing it up to Vamp for a bit of an opportunity, but unable to do so this time, as Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy trying to connect on these passing plays, but just so cramped here. Mike Mart with the expanse manages to save the barrier miraculously. Count Swagyo looking for a passing play to Vamp, cleared away by Hungy. Once again, Mama Anarchy trying to trap the core on the bottom side, but Mike Mart gets there first. No hesitation on the clear as Icy Blue Sky once again on top side cannot connect with the core. The snipe is there from Vamp, not enough hit stun to stop Hungy from making the clear. Once again, Count Swagyo going in, trying to mind control Hungy into hitting it into the Vamp primary. But once again, it is Count Swagyo, and no, just unable to, but it is overtime. The core starts moving incredibly fast. Hook from Mama Anarchy will get that barrier. Massive opportunity. Redirect upwards, but the angle is just a little too steep. As, whoa, the core makes it past two. They can't get a handle on it. Mike Mart almost gets the craziest soaring angle, but Mama Anarchy with the follow-up will secure the goal.
Yeah, I just realized this, but Hungy actually managed to pick up a Rapid Fire in that last draft. And Rapid Fire Prime Time is one of the hardest things for Juliet to deal with. So until Count Swagula manages to get fully stacked stacks on stacks, I don't think there's much they can do to score.
Yeah, that is one barrier down. However, Count Swagyo predicting on the second has the flip, but it's a little bit too linear. Hungy manages to defend easily. Vamp, though, in position, looking for a blink in, has the snipe, and Hungy caught a little bit unaware there as the points are evened up.
Yeah, Count Swagula managed to get 100 stacks there. Mummy Anarchy and Ice Blue Sky are still a little ways off. As they manage to get us in on 100 stacks, though, we might see this set just turn out to be either a sweep or maybe even if Count Swagula gets a kill, just sweep from the other side.
Alright, but it is Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy looking for a play on this barrier as they keep it under control with those stacks on stacks. The flip is available. Doesn't even need the second flip, as Challengers in Heart, if they can replicate another one of these without getting KO'd by the Juliet, they could definitely keep this alive, get a draft, figure out something.
Yeah, hopefully Icy Blue Sky is first in that draft if it does happen, because you do want to deny... Oh, I'll actually leave this to you since there seems to be a lot of action going on.
Yeah, just one goal could be critical for Winter from Overwatt. The expanse is there in time. Vamp to the top side. Count Swagyo in the open net. Doesn't waste any time. Hits it before the barrage can reach it. And Winton are just one goal away. And the possibility of another draft could be erased right here in this point.
Yeah, if another draft does happen, though, we are going to see the Sparks get denied, and hopefully Icy Blue Sky can deny them as...
Oh, Barrage barely saves the core. Icy Blue Sky and Mama Anarchy. Huge opportunity to take 2 barriers here to fight back, but the primary is there from Mike Mar. Vamp is in position. Mama Anarchy trying. The solo gets both barriers. This is the deciding factor here. Hungy barely reaching the core. Mama Anarchy in position. Tries to get the dribble off, but interrupted by Count Swagula. Vamp blinking in. Mama Anarchy to the bottom side. Not steep enough of an angle. Mama Anarchy with the secondary. That will be enough to send us to that draft we were talking about. We were so close to not making it there, but they clutch up.
Yeah, I kept having to stop myself because these points were going so fast, which you don't really expect on a slow map like Oni Village. Just 30 seconds per point both times. And now that Icy Blue Sky is first in this draft, they can deny Spark of Focus or even take Missile Prop here as its best in slot and try to keep Julie from ever scaling with the Spark of Agility that's picked up last round or last set.
Yeah, and the other 2 members of the team could just take both Sparks, or they could opt for something else. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll take both Sparks here? No, they opt not to.
Yeah, it's really tough to deny both Sparks here, but it does put Juliet on nothing if they did, which may have been really pressuring for the Juliet to play.
Yeah, I feel like they should have committed there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would have won game or lost game, that draft right there.
But as the round starts, good defense from Mike Mart yet again, trying to save both barriers, managing to do so. Bit of a hero here, but the cooldowns are down for just a moment as Count Swagula looks for the KO. Great pass by Hungy, but it won't really lead to anything because it's sent into traffic. Icy Blue Sky still playing up, taking so much damage. That 2 Spark of Focus cooldown reduction for Count Swagula is doing wonders for that punch cooldown as Mama Anarchy tries to interrupt the play, does so for a moment, but the goalie goes down. Hungy off the map. Mama Anarchy forced to play the goalie and will not be enough to stop the onslaught from Winton.
Not scoring right away there might have actually been better for Winton because Count Swagula now has almost 100 stacks on stacks, and Icy Blue Sky actually got their stacks on stacks reset. So we're going to see quite an advantage for the second point in this set for Winton.
But yeah, you're right. 72 stacks on round start for Count Swagula already. Basically full now. Just needs 1 or 2 more touches as the bottom barrier is taken. And there are the full pancakes, the purple ring around Count Swagula as Mike Mart wins the strike war. Is able to defend. Sent down to Count Swagula. In position. Gets the ricochet but cannot get the barrier in time. Mike Mart though, very decisive on the strikes. Getting there before Mama Anarchy's primary so many different times. But Hungy as well. Getting the second strike on the primary. Second strike on the Julie. Punch as well. The last hit of the barrage will stop it for now. Icy Blue Sky with the snipe will get the barrier. Massive opportunity, but Icy Blue Sky is KO'd yet again. Cannot stay alive here. Good flip from Mike Mart. Barely catches the core. The snipe from Vamp. Huge opportunity for Winton to take a huge lead here. Mike Mart has to defend. Manages to stop the barrage from Hungy, who is playing offense. And Count Swagula tries to send it in linearly. Not quite enough here, but Vamp is there for the follow-up. Count Swagula with the speed around Mama Anarchy and Winton are once again on match point.
Yeah, this is really tough for Challengers Heart because you're essentially in the same spot as before. Count Swagula has 100 stacks. Icy Blue Sky has pretty much 0. And you're having to play from behind and try to somehow clutch out this set in order to get into set 5.
Oh, but they are clutching right now. They hit it around Mike Mart 2 times. They get both barriers. Count Swagula, though, back with a vengeance. Looking to use that dash soon as Hungy sends it past Vamp. Runs with the barrage, but is unable to find an angle. Finally, Mama Anarchy in a 1v1, and Mike Mart is just a little bit too out of position. Challengers in Heart, a little bit of life, maybe another clutch.
Yeah, if Mike Mart walks too far forward there, he gets killed by the Rasmus primary. And unfortunately, he walked too far back and ended up just getting scored on instead, which may have even been better as he preserved his stacks on stacks.
Yeah, but Count Swagula and Vamp with the striker advantage going in, faking the primary, getting both barriers, and the snipe will end it. That is Challengers in Heart eliminated for today. Winton will advance to another qualifying match.
Yeah, the lower stealth snipe there is very smart because Hungy doesn't have any clear butt down into that snipe. And with him running out of time, he doesn't have that many options, but just go straight down and pray. And the stealth primary is just right there to score it every time.
Yeah, really well played from Winton, creating a lot of advantages. That point in the last set, 72 entire stacks in 1 round for Count Swagula, and then it just snowballed from there.
Yeah, a lot of this game came down to stacks and stacks management. Count Swagula Vampire just managed to get so much damage on the Icy Blue Sky and just keep them dead that ultimately Primetime just had way more value than Stacks on Stacks did for the Estelle matchup.
Yeah. They managed to get the KOs, they managed to make it happen, and that was just a massive difference maker in this surprisingly pretty quick Oni Village game.
Yeah, this game only went for 16 minutes when you normally expect a 30-35 minute game from Oni Village. And that's especially strange because Hungy had Primetime Kai start and Mike Mark was playing freaking Atlas, which are both really strong on defense.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's a little,
Yeah, great game from both teams there, though. Unfortunately, for I think it's Challengers and Heart, they aren't going to be able to advance this time.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to advance here, but we'll have to figure. They'll have to return another time. They'll have to try again, and I have pretty good confidence that they'll be able to, because they made it to the top 4 this time. They almost. They were close, but I think in another week they could be the team to make it.
Yeah, with their performance today, I would not be surprised if next week or the week after they just managed to qualify just very seamlessly as pretty much top 1-ish team, 1-2, I think. I think it's 1-2 and then 3rd.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We're waiting on the redemption ladder, I believe. We're gonna need some updates on that, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens there because it is Seraphim Crimson and another team. Seraphim Crimson and waiting for it to load. No, okay, I guess I went to the wrong page. Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good.
And TMP, who are in contention for that first place spot right now, I believe. But I think one of them are in the middle of a match, maybe? No, okay. It is not TMP who has fallen down. It is Fluffy Pandas and Omoa Slickers? What? Wait, okay. So, yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll send it to a break. We'll figure it out and be back. But, yeah. See ya on the other side of this break. Hello everyone, and we're finally back with our final match of the day. It's Winton from Overwatch versus Sarah from Crimson, who have made it through all the way from the redemption ladder. And, you know, they created a three-way tie. And they could have played one more. They had more time than the other two teams, but they didn't. They trusted in the heart of the cards. They gambled that their strength of schedule would have been harder, would have been stronger than the other two teams, and they won. They made it here to this final qualifier. Drew, any thoughts?
Sorry, I was asking actually for something. Yeah, this match is probably gonna be pretty hectic. We're gonna see a lot of stuff. Hopefully, it's like a really solid match, and we'll kind of see what it looks like when we get in the game.
Yeah. And it looks like Seraphim Crimson is all dinnered up. They've eaten dinner. So maybe the dinner buff will put them over Winton from Overwatch. But both of these teams have had a loss so far, right? Seraphim Crimson losing to... I'm waiting for it to load. I'm not even putting up a facade anymore. Seraphim Crimson losing to Subscribe to InCanon on Twitch, who were a qualifying team in the end. And Winton from Overwatch also losing to Subscribe to InCanon on Twitch. So these are two teams that have lost to the same team. Which one of them will make it through? And we are in Inky Splash Zone.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting map. Ivy and Estelle are known to be very strong, and so is Rasmus. So Winton from Overwatch has quite a few of their picks here being very, very strong. I'm quite curious to see how this plays out in our pick ban phase.
Yeah, big Luna ban coming out. They do not want to get KO'd here, but I do think Luna's not really the strongest pick on this map. It's very Oni Village-esque. Definitely you don't want to be picking some kind of fragile goalie here, as Dubu is taken away from Mike-Mar, but we've seen the Asher. It's solid.
We're going to see Julie come out, which is quite strong on this map. I think maybe Rasmus could have been argued, but it's fine either way. We're going to see Julie Estelle Asher versus Asher Rasmus Estelle. So it's just going to be a matchup of Julie versus Rasmus. Which one gets more value here?
Yeah, generally, like personally, slightly biased. I would sort of prefer the Rasmus in this position on this wide open map. But, you know, this Julie player is not just any Julie player. It is Count Swagula, who is sparking from the very start. And that's an Estelle goalie. Whoa.
Yeah, quite a jump scare there with the Estelle goalie. We're also seeing some Sparks come out and Stagger Swagger on the field for opening Awakenings.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how the Estelle goalie holds up, because that's a pick that can't really do as much anti-stuff as, let's say, an Asher that's on the other side. And Asher is quite good in the Asher versus Asher matchup in terms of defending. But Vamp with the pressure in the corner, defended away. Good strikes coming out from Yugo. Those fundamentals on lock for this Estelle. And you have to have your fundamentals on lock if you're playing an Estelle goalie, especially up close. Vamp trying to make a bit of an opportunity on the top side, but it will be sent away. And Count Swigo trying to snipe it in. Great defense from Yugo is even better. And Master X Malachi looking for a bit of an opportunity, but it is Vamp once again. The flip up. Master Malachi looking for the top corner, but it will be defended away by Mike-Mar with the primary, and that defensive barrier is stronger than the offensive one. As the KO comes through for Count Swagula, the KO onto Yugo as well. The goalie goes away, and Count Swagula gets the first goal.
Yeah, a lot of this matchup is going to be determined on how much value the Estelle goalie can get on offense, because you got to understand, they essentially have 3 forwards right now. They're sacrificing a lot of their goalie pressure, which an Asher goalie does quite a bit better than an Estelle goalie, in exchange for the offense that the Estelle goalie can use with their ranged abilities in order to try to take this barrier.
Yeah, it'll definitely depend as, well, Yugo. The strikes have been pretty immaculate so far, but it's a little bit hard to defend against that Julia dash punch in your face, as Master Malachi barely gets taken away by the Juice. Yugo still managing to defend, but the striker advantage is brutal, and that one clear angle away is cleaned up by the snipe, and Winton from Overwatch are looking pretty clean.
Yeah, Winton from Overwatch again, playing around the water cannon on offense really well. And Yugo just isn't a freaking, a Kazan goalie like last time. It just doesn't have a single ability that can stop the cannon from popping on, which is almost guaranteeing a goal.
But playing the Inky Splash Zone, that is the most Inky Splash Zone goal that ever splashed, as the hit into the bottom corner off the water. And yeah, like you were saying, Estelle doesn't really have the multi-hits to contest with the water, so we'll have to depend on a lot of teammates for help. As Count Swagula gets the better in that strike war, looking to advance the core forward. Yugo not trying to get KO'd. Flip defended away from, but Count Swagula is in position, has the flip. Thinking of sending it to the bottom corner, goes top side instead. And Vamp is there to back him up. Didn't even need to. Clean set for Winton.
Yeah, that last Juliet flip was just impossible to deal with. You can't hold bottom, you can't hold top, you can't hold everything. And there's just too many cooldowns, too many abilities. You're just going to get checkmated one way or another. We are seeing Catalyst potentially opt Actually, Rapid Fire gets taken over Catalyst here. That's quite interesting.
Super Surge gets taken over Heavy Impact and Hotshot for the Estelle goalie. Definitely a very interesting pickup, especially because Hotshot is picked up for Vamp 17-18 Ire. And, well, with Catalyst being picked up by Mike Mart, I just feel like this draft is just overwhelmingly good for Winton from Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that Catalyst got all the way to Mike Mart. I thought Master X Malachi would love it as a forward Asher. I mean, you have so many multi-hits in your kit. You get hit so often by Estelle and Julie. And flips are one of the best way to score against defensive goalies like Asher.
Yeah, Winton is just starting to pull ahead here quite a bit. The Pat Splitter in the midfield from Mike Mart. Count Swagula cannot get the rebound, but still is in position to try for some more here. Mike Mart getting the strike after the primary, emoting for some reason as Vamp and Count Swagula in position. Lego Mage now with a dribbling play, but Mike Mart's defense holds strong. Hugo trying to send it up. The hit stun comes out from Master X Malachi, but once again, they just cannot get it past Mike Mart. Vamp helps out on the defense as well. The primary goes to avoid any risk. Mike Mart with the proactive strike has the flip to get it out of there as well. Flip from Master X Malachi, sent away to the other side. Big play potential for Count Swagula, who almost gets taken out. Lego Mage to the top side. Yeah, not even risking a strike war.
Yeah, great defense by Mike Mart, but it just wasn't enough. They couldn't find the goal, and eventually their defense just collapsed. I think it was a flip by Yugo that ended up sending it down. Or no, it was flipped by a Master Explanation, I think.
Yeah, and now it is Vamp once again advancing with the strikes, but we've seen the potential of Seraphim Crimson. They are going to need to advance a little bit more here, as right now it is Count Swagula who is just holding down the bottom side, getting the KO so patiently on Master X Malachi, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Vamp sending it down, but Lego Mage is defending quite well at the moment. And Yugo once again, masterful use of the Rose Warp over and over. Good patience from Count Swagula, but Lego Mage is second goalieing quite well here as the pass splitter comes down. Vamp blinks in, doesn't even use the flip, can use it here, sent to the bottom side, but a bit of a Kaz, another opportunity, and the strike after the punch from Count Swagula will even up the score line.
Yeah, Count Swagula is starting to get some value out of Pummelers. Managed to find a kill quite early there and just convert with the pressure. Took the barrier, and then the button was up for when they respawn. Just shove it in and create pretty much an unstoppable attack.
All right, now it's Mike Mart to Count Swagula, a tale as old as time on the bottom side. No KOs to be found on Master X Malachi this time. The core will move a little bit past the dash. Flip is available. No primary for Mike Mart means that famous Asher flip defense of just press primary is not available there. And even the hot shot primary isn't enough for Vamp to snipe the barrier as Count Swagula now walking to the bottom side, not trying to get KO'd too easily. Pass splitter going wide as Yugo. Big opportunity if they can make it happen, but oh no, a great snipe by Vamp. A missed strike by Yugo means that the barrier goes down on that side as well. Mike Mart triggers the juice. Master X Malachi, the core sails right past, and Vamp with the Crystal Thorns will get the goal.
Yeah, not much you can do there as Yugo. If you have momentum boots, you could potentially walk forward and strike for the Thorns, but it's just really tough to deal with when you don't have a lot of a speed like goalie Estelles typically don't have. Like, that kind of comes back to what we were saying earlier. Like, goalie Estelles, while they're good on offense, they struggle in some defensive plays compared to other goalies like After.
Yeah, no free anti-flip, no free anti-stuff button like the primary. Mike Mart has been so efficient with that as well, and that midfield presence with the pass splitter with just walking up as well. Mike Mart has been very good with that, but this time caught out of position, forced to elusive, and goes for the orb a little greedily, kind of goes munching like Hungry Boy when he was pinged by Drew Danger. And unfortunately, that will be the score evened up.
Yeah, Yugo does have a flip here. We could see a very easy offensive conversion. Even if Yugo has to fight a 2v1, they can just flip it straight up to Master Explanation and Lego and maybe try to take this barrier that way.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like, Mike Mart, you're being too greedy. Great KO by Count Swagula on the bottom side. But so far, I think Mike Mart's downfall. He has been so, like, airtight on the defense, except when he's going to munch an orb. Orb awakenings are gone, Mike Mart. Like, you don't have any of them, but Vamp with the dribble play, almost getting the goal. Count Swagula has to flip, doesn't even need it as Vamp is there on the top side. And Winton 2 sets straight. Another draft coming in, and the first draft had such a big advantage for them as well, so it's not looking too good for Seraphim Crimson.
Yeah, as we're getting to this draft, missile prop for the Estelle goalie is probably the strongest thing in this draft. We're also potentially going to see built different on Rasmus here, because Julie seems to be greeting a little bit Spark Awakenings. I mean, we still have the other Sparks left, right? You got to understand this. In order for another draft to happen, Julie wouldn't be first pick, and the enemy team would have to take their first pick to take a Spark when they don't really want Sparks. And it looks like Estelle also denies build difference. So Rasmus gets put on a kind of iffy Awakening of Monumentalist here.
Yeah, like you said, the insurance is pretty good. But Lego Mage is even better with that massive hook, pulling it up at a pretty quick speed, getting the barrier early, getting the juice as well. Mike pushes it away, repeats the situation, which is not what you want, as Master X Malachi's going up, but Count Swagula wins the Critical Strike Wars, is looking for a little bit of a play here with Lego Mage. Uh-oh, Master X Malachi not getting KO'd off the edge this time. Good defense from Mike to the bottom side, through Master X Malachi, but once again, it goes back. The primary stops the core. Lego Mage with the strike into the center. And yet again, Mike Mart moving a little bit too far up for the orb. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there I think Mike Mart was actually expecting Vampire to try and hard cut the pass, but it's really difficult for a midfielder to do that, especially when you've just lost the 50 to Master X Malachi on the bot side.
Yeah, but look at Mike Mart's meter. It's progressing quite well. Second hit with the Crystal Thorns by Vamp. And amazing shot, not expected by Hugo at all. That's a quick point, 13 seconds, and that is the momentum that Winton from Overwatt needs.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed it, but the waterfall there, actually, if Hugo did manage to clear, it would go straight back to Vampire, and then Vampire would have top corner. There's nothing you can do there. You're actually just straight up checkmated.
All right, and now massive meter on the side of Winton. Master X Malachi does not get value off the flip, but still gets the barrier anyway. Big opportunity here, and we'll just patiently wait for the Mike Mart clear as Seraphim Crimson looking to stay alive.
Yeah, the momentum here is shifting in Seraphim Crimson's favor. If they manage to win this set, they might have to deny a Spark, but if Master X Malachi is first pick, they might not actually care about denying that Spark. They might actually want that Spark over anything else in the first place.
All right, flip goes down. Crystal Thorns barely get the barrier. Big for Winton, especially since Vamp almost has the flip. The juice is activated right in time. Hugo gets it, but the juice will give another pass to Count Swagula and still saved away by Hugo. No idea how that happened, but finally it will be a simple strike war win. Hugo's clear, a little bit lazy into Count Swagula and immediately punished.
Yeah, I mean, as you don't have too many options, you have to just go straight up and pray Estelle doesn't have Thorns or primary or anything. And pray Lego can 50 whatever ends up coming late. And, like, you just have zero other options. You're just in a really tough spot to play.
Yeah, and Mike Mart's clear angles have been ridiculous so far. Hugo with the defense, great second goaling by Lego Mage with the follow-up. But Count Swagula interrupts the pass. They were a little too comfortable in front of their own barrier as Mike Mart will send it to the juice. Hit up by Lego Mage. Almost Vamp getting KO'd off the top side. Lego Mage looking for this barrier quickly to try and stay alive, but the Asher primary will say no. Hugo in position, gets sniped out by Vamp's Crystal Thorns, and that will be Winton, who have been trying since the very beginning of OSAS Season 1 to qualify. They got invited because they barely couldn't qualify every week in Season 1. They haven't made it so far in Season 2, but this is the week they take the victory over Seraphim Crimson. They make it to the finale, and finally, they can rest.
Yeah, it looked like that game was really close, but Seraphim Crimson just played slightly worse under pressure. Winton over Watt just played slightly better under pressure because all these points got to 2-2 or 2-1, and it just collapsed from there. And well, all three sets were taken by Winton from Overwatch. So yeah,
just really well played. It felt like they were in control, especially that first draft. I think Winton from Overwatch showed a pretty clear, like, superior understanding of draft over
yeah,
Seraphim Crimson.
Yeah, I especially think that because Count Swagula ended up taking the Spark there over size, which is great insurance. is you're basically guaranteeing spark scaling unless the enemy team wants to deny you when they don't really want sparks. Like imagine Yugo's first in any of those drafts. I mean, they don't want to take a spark. And Julia's second, they have to. It's just, it's so much pressure. Even if they ended up winning that third set, it would have been a very, very tough position for Seraphine. I can't forget.
Seraphim Crimson.
Yeah,
Well played from
Seraphim
them
Crimson
too.
to play.
They waded through the redemption ladder. They made it all the way. Fell a little short, but we'll definitely see them back in future weeks. Really good games though, I gotta say. And honestly, yeah, I guess I'll just quickly outro, I believe. Am I forgetting something? Give me a sec, I'll ask.
I just go ask.
Yeah, I'll ask. I won't risk anything.
I wear a check.
Alright, nothing is left confirmed by Achi, the one and only. So, Drew, before I do the whole outro thing, anything you want to say to people? Where can the people find you?
People can find me at twitch.tv/DrewDanger1. I don't know why I put a 1 at the end. Drew Danger was open. Evil Drew Danger was open. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I cast my own games over there sometimes. I don't stream too often, but if you do, like, stop by, catch me there at chill streams. And that's all from me. Back to you, Simon.
Oh yeah, check out Drew in 2 days on the weekend Super Week. Chikara chatting. You'll see Drew in the goal box holding it down on this very channel as Chikara looks to make a playoffs run from the regular season. So yeah, well, I guess I'll do the whole outro thing. Congratulations to... Wait, no, I don't have this prepared. Give me a sec.
Hold up, technical difficulties, everyone. So who wants to discuss tic-tac-toe strategy while Saya gets that working?
I'm lost. Oh, the standings thing does not help at all. Give me a second.
Do you need me to buy you time?
Yes.
Okay, boys. So I think the middle always ends in a draw. So I think if we're playing X, we can't play in the middle. I think that one of the corners is best. Because if the second person to pick doesn't pick the middle, oftentimes you can get like a checkmate by having two different options to win 3 in a row in tic-tac-toe, right? So like I think it's one of the edges that has to be the best starting opening because it gives you the most chances to win, right? It's just like how if you have two different mate and ones in chess, one can give you more chances to win, shockingly, and be like plus 122 versus plus 121, just because you have more material or better position or whatever. So yeah, like I think it has to be the corner. It can't be the middle. The middle always ends in draws.
Alright, I got it. Congratulations to Pseudofim Rose Gold and subscribe to InCanon and Winton from Overwatch for qualifying for the finale this week. Thank you to everyone who entered once again, around 30 teams-ish. Great to see that OSAS still gets a lot of turnout from everyone, and shout out to everyone who made it far, especially on stream. Like, if you appeared on stream, you probably did well. So definitely shout out to that. Thank you to everyone who watched. Viewership was good, even though we don't need viewership anymore. But don't tell anyone about that. Like, yeah,
just
Strikers
keep
is cool.
quiet.
Yeah. Anyway, make sure to check back here in 2 days for the Saturday-Sunday North American Strikers League Super Week. 2 entire weeks of the North American Strikers League, except it's 1 week. And if you don't know what it is, you probably should. Yeah. Exclamation mark Discord. Competitive Omega Strikers Discord. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Drew Danger, for coming on. It was really chill. Like, we need to get you on more casts, I think. Especially because There's a little bit of a caster shortage going around. And if you're interested, you could also go to the competitive Omega Strikers Discord to apply to be a caster. And I'm looking at my own eye on the screen and trying to position it centered, but that's a little difficult. But I think that's it. So see you next time. Bye bye. Wait, I didn't set up the outro screen. Drew, can you stall for me?
Hey guys, let's go with Connect 4 strategy. What's to talk about that?